Hello? Welcome in and happy Monday, guys. How are we doing today? Bobberino? I was like, did I break the music already? No, we're okay. This stream is dedicated to faceplant cakers. Before we even get started, also I'm going to try to turn on my other light that's over here. It doesn't want to work right now, but the one other one is, so let's see if we can figure it out. I love that. We gotta switch to this one if we get the alert. No? Okay, fine. Thank you, Bob, for the 49 months in a row. What? We're just going over the 4-year mark? That's actually crazy. Where did the years go? Thanks for dedicating it to me, too. Hello, Michael. Okay, give me 1 second. No accessory found, it says. Okay, that light's just not working today. Maybe the on and off version. Look at that. Okay, so it does have life in it. It just didn't want to show up today, and we're gonna carry on. Okay. Bob was in here first, which I totally love. He was lurking before we even started. Hello, Leah Loves Lunch. Welcome back. And Amp as well. You learned today that processed cheese can go bad. Like American cheddar, you're saying? Or was it a different version? Also wasn't sure if I had the music too high for you guys, so I just turned it down one. It is a food product. Because they can't call it cheese. Wait, that's actually what it's called there. It's just called the food product, not actually cheese. That's funny. And yeah, we went for a wine tasting today. It was so delicious. Like the best wine I've tasted yet. They got Samo bad. The thing is, when you're in the industry, they don't hold back. And like the tasting was free. It was so fun. Absolutely beautiful. Delicious wines. The person that opened the winery was a chef from France originally that opened actually a cooking school there first before she got into wine. I thought that was a really nice story. So first, Samuel loves Riesling and Malbec. And then we bought 2 different bottles from the winery today. And one of them, I never heard of the grape varietal before. Pinot Meunier. There's like Pinot Gris, Pinot Grigio, Pinot Blanc, Pinot Noir. But I've never heard of Pinot Meunier before. And it was actually so delicious. You can even chill the red wine. Hello, yet it is. Welcome in. Hello, douchebaggins. Guys, let's have a good start to the week today. Recovering from a case of bad cheese. Yeah, that would be a good dairy folk band name. Bad cheese. Okay, we are cooking up some delicious stuff for, I would say, dinner today. Because you know what? It's 4 p.m. my time. So yeah, this is going to be dinner. We had Subway for lunch, honestly. Soak up the wine tasting. We had to have something on the road. I don't even remember the last time we had Subway before that moment. It's been years. Wasn't bad, honestly. Wasn't bad. Okay, so menu for the day. Let's get into it. Bob has made this pork tenderloin before, and I believe also Mish has made this pork tenderloin recipe before. Pork tenderloin stuffed with bacon, mushroom, gruyere cheese, and spinach. Sounds delicious. The recipe looks really easy to make. We're going to use 2 pork tenderloins today. Marry them up into one. That's what Bob said works the best. So we will take his helpful hints. And yeah, there's pics in Discord if you search it up in food pics. And then I had the choice of whatever sides I wanted to make with it. So I've been having a hankering for vegetable rice pilaf. Really, really simple dish, just with rice, onion, celery, carrot, if you want a little veggies in with it, and it gets done in the oven. Basically, everything we're making today, done in the oven. That's actually so easy. And then we got some beets from the farm. We also went to the farm while we were out by the winery because they're around the same area. And we got some fresh beets. So we're going to do some roasted beets with herbs, I have parsley growing beside me. I have basil. We can do a little bit of dill if we want with it. Yeah, we have some options for herbs. I thought that would be yummy. The other two commands aren't linkable. Which one? That's really weird if they don't work, because they all worked like when I clicked on them. So which ones aren't working? The first one's the pork, the second one's the rice, and then obviously the last one's the beets. You don't think you've ever had beets? I got a beet tattooed on me. That's how serious I am about them. They're such a delicious root vegetable if they're grown properly. I think that's the best way to say it. Because a lot of people that don't like beets always say they taste like dirt. And so it really depends on the quality of your soil when you're going to grow root vegetables, especially beets, I find. Like carrots are often sweet on their own. You don't have to do too much to carrots. But yeah, beets will definitely pick up like a weird flavor from the soil if it's not exactly what they need to grow in. So watch for that. But beets from the farm, I find, because they are like very fresh picked and then they're in the farm stand and in your house, not like sitting in a warehouse for months and months, just chilling. Maybe there's moldy ones in there. We don't know, right? So if you've never had beets, try to get them from the farmer's market or somewhere local near you. That will have the best true flavor. You just had mashed taters with it. I was thinking of that too, but we've been eating a lot of potatoes lately. And yeah, we're just kind of feeling rice. We have a crazy heat wave again here. It's like 40 Celsius out. So I didn't want to make anything too heavy like mashed potatoes. So I thought rice would be nice. The other thing I wanted to do was I think we'll like deglaze the roasting pan with some cream that I have in the fridge to use up and like make kind of a yummy pan sauce to go with everything. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so the last two aren't working. Can somebody confirm that for me? Because one of them was already in Discord and they all worked when I clicked on them. And then the funniest part, Amp, is that the delish one for the pork tenderloin's behind a paywall, so Bob had to like screenshot it and send me a PDF version so I could follow along today. Okay, I'm gonna get our prep list out. This is from last week when we made our easy dessert on stream, pavlova. Absolutely delicious. What do we want to do first? I'm gonna look through the recipes here, guys. Everyone else had a good weekend? It's been like crazy weeks at work, honestly. It's hard to keep up. I hope you guys saw my really yummy dessert feature that I posted in Discord. It turned out so good. You're on mobile, so maybe it's the Twitch app's fault. I would say probably that. But yeah, if nobody else answers, maybe I'll take another peek at them, Amp. Okay, so I'm thinking let's just do the hard part first. Get the pork done, assembled, stuffed, so that we can finish it and cook it. And then the last two items, the rice pilaf, that one will be the easiest and shortest one, I would say, today. It's about 30 minutes in the oven. And then obviously we got to prep a little bit of veggies first. And then the beets, I mean, last time I roasted them in the oven, I think for 40 minutes. And they're around the same size, so we'll go with that. So beets a bit longer, but then they just get tossed with herbs. So yeah, I think we'll start with the pork tenderloin, do the hard thing, and then finish up with the sides and try to time it all together so it's hot and ready at the same time for us to plate. Okay, so pork. Let's read through this recipe. Bob, you know that as I go along, if you have any pointers, let me know if I do anything wrong. Did I say a boat? A boat? I didn't see any boats really on the water today instead of a boot. Something's rubbing off on me today. Okay, mushroom, spinach, and gruyere stuffed pork tenderloin. And then let's not forget the bacon. And then one more note on the mushrooms. We did not choose cremini mushrooms. we got some absolutely beautiful mushrooms from work. So we get mushrooms, like a mixed pack. Oftentimes we don't even know what to expect. From a local mushroom farm that's called WTF, so What the Fungus Mushroom Farm. My Canadian needs a charging. Well, we were talking last week with Amp about how we really live in like one of the least Canadian parts of Canada, so that is funny. Look at these mushrooms. I don't want them to all fall out. We got some oyster mushrooms in there. We asked Chef real nice. We're like, can we take a pound of mushrooms home for the dish that we're gonna make? And then I also snuck in these ones. I think they're chestnut mushrooms. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't seen these ones a lot. But yeah, really nice oyster mushrooms. Like, look at this bunch of small ones. Super duper fresh. We get like I think it's a 10 pound. We get like 2 or 3 10-pound bins every single week. And right now, during the summer, we have a lunch feature of mushrooms on toast. Holy frick, it is so delicious. Sometimes we get lion's mane. Sometimes we get blue oyster mushrooms. My favorite's the lion's mane. It's like Easter in Washington North. Kind of. So yeah, we'll clean those up and chop them up. And that's the mushrooms that we get to use today. And hello, Yannikin Jankin. Welcome in. It says total time for the pork, 1 hour. I think that's going to take longer. How long did it take you to make it, Bob? It's always a little daunting when you have to like put stuff into the meat. Okay, so in a medium skillet, cook the bacon until it's crispy. Drain that, and then we're going to cook all of the mushrooms. There's onion as well for the filling. So cook the mushroom and onion in the bacon fat until it's tender. Add garlic and thyme. Yum. Pour in wine. Does it say what type of wine to use? Dry white wine. I don't know if we have a dry white wine. We have a Riesling. But maybe Sam can walk over and grab one if you want. Depends on how thin we pound the pork. You let Minion do it. She's a pro. Oh my gosh. Where did we get the pork from? From Bellich's AG Foods, which is like our local grocer butcher shop. 5 minutes away down the road in OK Falls. They source all of their meat from farms that are local to the area, even though it's like a grocery store. We've talked to the butchers, and they even have like told us the farms and stuff where it comes from. So yeah, we got the pork from there. Hopefully it's yummy. It was also on sale. So we got 2 pieces of pork tenderloin for $8. That's so inexpensive. We are also having a chat this week at work. One of our sous chefs was like saying he thinks that beef is kind of overrated now for the price, and I like kind of agreed with that. I don't know about where you guys live, the beef prices, but they're like astronomical here to the point where it's like, is it even worth it? Almost just eat pork more. Like, that is a crazy price. 2 pieces of meat, 2 hunks for $8. Okay, so we got to prep all of the veg for the filling first, it looks like. And then it will cool. And then from there, we butterfly the pork, and then we can pound it out. Flatten to a scant 1/2 inch thick only. That's pretty thin. You know what I forgot to get though, Bob, was some prosciutto. Shit. It's over. Not that that was in the recipe. I mean, could I just put more bacon inside? Throw it in the bin. Yeah, this is it. Like, see you tomorrow, I guess. Okay, I think I got a good gist of what this is. It sounds more difficult than it's going to be. So we will do bacon, onion, mushroom. The spinach and the cheese goes in at the end. Spinach, because it doesn't need to cook for very long, we just have to cook the moisture out so our filling is not too watery, because that won't be nice, because then it will float out of the pork when it bakes. And then the cheese we put in last because we don't want it to melt just yet. We want it to melt inside of the pork when it's all cooking together. So it's important to make sure the rest of the filling's kind of cooled, I would say, before you mix the cheese in. Okay, and then we'll butterfly and pound it. Season the pork as well before we even put the filling inside. Spread the mushroom mixture over the cut side in an even layer. Starting on the long end, roll it to enclose the mushroom mixture. Secure it with kitchen twine and place on a baking sheet. It's Samo. He's alive. Oh, there's bacon. Trust me, there's bacon, amp. Right? Imagine paying $5.81 for 2 pieces of pork tenderloin. Drunk man? No, he's not drunk anymore. Okay. Bake the pork. Does it tell us the temperature? 425 F. That's nice and high. So we can cook the rice at that and we can roast the beets at that. So that's really good. I'm going to just say stop to my extra camera that keeps trying to connect here. Please stop. Bob. You sometimes get nightmares about lunch at school and it's nothing but wilted spinach drowned in boiling oil and water. Oh my gosh, that does not sound good. Just a soggy mess.
Why have I come back to flip you off? What'd you do?
I don't think he did anything. Oh my gosh, look, the light works now. No, it doesn't. What the heck? Oh my gosh, it does. Light up my life. Yeah. That one right there. Okay, that's the pork. That's all the hard stuff. Chef was bugging me the other day behind me, and I was doing something with my back to him. I didn't want to respond, so I just went like this, scratched the back of my head. Oh. He's like, "You're not allowed to do that." I'm like, "Why not?" Okay. Vegetable, no. We will do the beets first. Really easy. My favorite recipe I linked for the beets, we just cook them in a foil packet so it roasts and steams in the oven at the same time. Makes it so easy to peel them as well. So same temp there. Does it give us, okay, so 25 to 30 minutes-ish for the pork. Kind of same with the beets, and then same with the rice pilaf. So for the rice pilaf, we need mirepoix, carrot, onion, and celery. The recipe that I linked for it is basically exact how I make it, at least the ingredients. They make it in a pot. We're gonna do it in the oven because that's seriously the easiest rice I've ever made.
This is the greatest discovery of life.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you for mine as well. Please. From yesterday. We didn't even drink them. Okay, mirepoix, carrot, onion, celery. And we'll dice that all nice and small. Almost, if you can, like the size of the rice kernels. Other than the carrot, which if I'm feeling lazy, usually I just use the box grater and grate the carrot. Works really good.
Oh, I'm still a little tipsy for sure.
Oh my gosh. Rice pot though? Nope. Doesn't exist here.
I drink beer.
Well, rice cooker doesn't. Rice pot does.
I drank
Electrolytes, honestly.
I drank 3 beer last week. Nothing.
Gave him like 6 tasters of wine.
Fact.
He's done for. Okay, that's it, guys. Onion, celery, carrot. We will saute that stuff in a little bit of butter before it goes into the oven with the rice. That's where you're going to get all of your flavor from. Definitely a little bit of chicken bouillon or veggie. I think I might only have veggie. And that's it. That's the flavor we're going for. Let's do this. Any questions, comments, or concerns? It's like we just went over the menu board at work, guys. I'm putting this stuff to the side and we're starting cooking. Oh, and first I'm going to put away the cutlery that's back here that I washed before stream. What's everyone else getting up to today? We had such a busy morning. I mean, we were up early, had a slow morning at home. But once we left at like what, 8:30? I think we left 8:30 this morning. Were we at the beach at 9 again? Went to the beach for 9. And then after that, we drove out to the farm and for the wine tasting. And then we went to Walfart. And then we had to have lunch. And then we finally came back home. It was honestly jam-packed. And yes, I did do dishes before stream. While Samo was having his nap. If Mia Flores means look at the flowers, does Mira Pois mean look at the pois? I don't know.
Look at the pois.
The pois. Oh my gosh, the featured dessert that I have for at work right now, the clafouti, stressing the servers out with the pronunciation. It's freaking hilarious. Kelsey, if you're watching, hi. Hello. What does mirepoix actually mean, though? It just means
It's in capitals. I had to.
a mixture of diced vegetables cooked with fat, usually butter. That's it. Easy. Your glasses broke while you were at the gym? Drove without glasses along the winding road of Oregon coast. Not advised. I would say not, Amp. I'm glad that you booked an appointment. We saw the craziest shit on the way home yesterday. Almost like that's definitely a near miss, let's say. That one would be checked off. So we're going down the highway after work, coming home. It's 80 kilometers an hour, the speed limit. I don't know what that is in miles an hour. I'm sorry. But not like the fastest highway speed at all. There's a lot of turnoffs, fruit stands, wineries, stuff like that. Lots of people traveling, sightseeing, stuff like that. So this lady, like 3 cars in front of us, starts to slow down, and she's going to be turning left into one of the fruit stands off of the highway. Instead of waiting behind her to turn and, not try to pass her on a busy highway, this group of bikers starts trying to pass her on the left as she's turning left into the fruit stand. One of the guys tries to avoid her, successfully does, almost drives into the fruit stand. I don't know if you know, like, if I describe, like, the barriers on the highway that they're concrete and they have, like, one side kind of goes down to the road and then up and down. So he drives his freaking bike on that barrier, over the sign, and finally, like, lands. And we're like, holy shit, we got it all on dash cam clip. I was like, how did he not die? I was so mad. So we stopped, got the lady in the van the dash cam clip just in case the bikers tried to go after her. I was like, are you guys all okay? They're like, yeah, we're fine. Are you okay? I was like, yeah? What the heck is wrong with you people? Impatience, I tell ya. So that was a little bit of a scare. Okay. Let's chop up some bacon and get it cooking, guys. I think that was definitely our excitement for the week there. And then while the bacon is rendering and getting crispy in the pan behind us, we'll start on the onion, mushrooms, spinach, and the cheese for the rest of the filling. Let's zoom it in. It's like, do I need a little bit more light on the cutting board? Touch dark. Whoa. You know what else helps for cooking? Is knives. Samuel's got them all wrapped up still from yesterday at work. One sec. Knives help for cooking. There we are. Okay, so I just had this stuff thawing back here. Those are our pork tenderloins for later. This is our bacon. Get the water off. So it sounds like we don't need to cook all of this bacon. I believe the recipe said 4 pieces. Yeah, 4 slices of bacon chopped. Do you think I should do more, Bob? And then, because we're not going to use all of it, I'll get this container out. Put the extras in. It gets lost unless you crisp it up. Okay, I think I'll do 6 pieces then. And this frying pan, is that going to work for all the mushrooms and stuff? I think so. So choose a frying pan that's going to fit kind of everything for the filling. 1 pack of bacon chopped up, pal. Sam says the blue one. We got a backseat cooker over here.
I'm just trying to help out over here.
Backseat cooker announcement.
I've watched enough spinach being cooked in my day and mushrooms that you have to start with the big pan. And then it goes smaller. So you have to start with the big guy.
Okay. You have to, guys. 2, 4, 6. And then we save 4 for breakfast tomorrow for our day off. Please don't be mad at me. I always find that if you separate the slices before you cut it, that's the best. It's really hard to separate them after they've been cut. And honestly, I think the smartest way to render and crisp up bacon is to just cook it in the oven and then you can chop it up afterwards, but it's okay. We're gonna build up the layers of flavor in the pan this way instead. This is too much. Should be able to do 3 strips at a time. Is that a Johnny Rotten? The bacon can get lost in his belly. How's this gonna slice? There we go. Do it like this. Like, all of these flavors together are gonna be insane. Right, Bob? We don't gotta listen to nothing. Boom. Hello, Melissa. You were thinking about us? I'm honored. Where we were at work, but we're off and we're doing good. Holy shit. She lives. She lives, everyone. Hi, Meeshers. And thank you very much for the 61 months in a row. That's more than Bob, but that's okay. I had to say it. Just starting a feud first thing in chat. Yeah, Melissa, we've just been working. So our schedule is Wednesday to Sunday. We're at work in the restaurant. And then actually coming up Saturday this week is our last pop-up, which is crazy to say already, guys. That like this is kind of the last hurrah of the summer for us. Where did the summer go? Holy frick. Okay. Before I get my hands cleaned, we're going to transfer the bacon over to the pan. Thank you, Meeshers. Oh my god, no! We want them still. I broke it. Okay, I will go back to this. Let's welcome our 10 gift subs. You don't have to do that. Also, I hope you've been enjoying your time off. Yeah, subby bomb. But we love it. And we've missed Meeshers. We actually had to explain to Chef the other day. Because Sam pulled out his quiche from the oven when he made them. He's like, quiches for the Meeshers. And Chef's like, who's Meeshers? And so then when he explained it, he's just like, oh. Anyways, let's welcome in. Maybe they've been here before, maybe they haven't, to the kitchen crew. Yet it is already in here with us. I love that. Lily Acer, we know them. Pat Just Pat, we know them. Suki, Isarl, Tomato Pluckers. We got some very tasty tomatoes from the farm today. Leah Loves Lunch, she's also in here. Carrot, I like that one. Bossman and Legion 54. Thank you, Mish. Dinner sounds delicious. You love pork tenderloin. We have Bob to thank for this one today. He saved up his channel points, our pots and pans here on the channel. You accrue them as you watch my streams. He saved them up and asked us to make this today. I think it's going to turn out amazing. Let's get that cooking. Then we'll wash up. Get our onion out. Chop that up. We need onion for both this filling and the rice pilaf. So I think we'll cut both of those items at the same time. Then we don't have to think about it again. Yes, yeah, heirloom tomatoes. Can cherry tomatoes be heirloom too, though? That I actually don't know. You should save up for that one. We've had other people save up for it. It was fun stream. Okay, definitely soap and wash the knife. No raw bacon contamination. That is actually true, Bob. To be fair, he says, Mish is actually the one that suggested that he make it. So she is the true inspiration. Palooza, you're halfway there. That is actually really good. Roasted beets from the farm. Okay, this, bleach it. Bleach the board. Get it rinsed off. Put the extra bacon in the fridge. You miss seeing us get ripped on stream? When would I do that? I often would never. That other one for sure. As the host though, I just like wouldn't be able to host the stream as well if I did partake, Palooza. I'm sure you understand. Okay, stir this up. We'll use a slotted spoon so that we can drain the fat after too. And so all the fat that we get from this, we're gonna cook the onion and mushrooms in, and the spinach. I just have this on medium heat back here. So I'll give it a stir every now and then. Melissa, I haven't seen that, but I've been baked while watching. That's allowed. That is allowed. According to Google App says there are heirloom cherry tomato varieties. Like these ones are so nice. Let's look closer. You can see them like this. Where's this one? There's like a stripy kind of one. Look at the colors on that one. Looks like a bowling ball or a marble. I like the dark ones. Or there's two different colors of yellow ones even. There's like a yellow and an orange. They taste like candy. But the last 2 weeks that we went, they didn't have these. So this was $10. But like, it's a huge amount. Hello, off-world colonist. Paloozer? That's like getting 2 birds stoned at once. You're baked and eating baked beans. Okay, we're getting out some stuff. Onion, celery, carrot. Who's subscribing? White Dove's here with us. Hello, White Dove. How's your day going? And thank you for the 66 months in a row. That's an even longer one. Yeah, we can do a lot with that, colonist. Okay, we'll put those 2 things just to the side for now. So we're going to chop our onions for the filling and then chop the onions for the pilaf. I'm going to just turn this down a bit. It's sizzling up back here. This bacon is really not too fatty, actually. A very meaty batch. And yeah, like Bob said, it's important that we really crisp the bacon up. No soggy bacon. Yes, good to see you too. This is our one stream of the week, so I'm glad you could make it today. Yeah, right, pal? Those are the tomatoes you grow and snack on as you're picking them. I miss that. I don't know if we'll really need much more than half an onion. And so because of that, we're just going to fine dice it. You guys know Sam doesn't love onions, but if we cut it nice and small for the filling, and he likes this rice pilaf, we already know that because it's cooked enough and mixed with other things, then we're good. So we'll do a nice fine dice, and then we'll split it between the 2 recipes. $7.25 American for 10 Canadian. Sad times, man. Wasabi bacon. What? Was I on Tuesday last week? Yes. I believe I streamed on Tuesday. The pavlova, not the Monday. Got that all set. Now we'll get our dices. I never chop onions at work anymore, so I honestly feel like I'm getting like rusty. It's funny. It's like I only chop onions when I cook at home now. That's all good. Okay, we're not gonna waste this. You can just see, like, as you get near to the end, it wants to fall over. So instead of cutting ourselves, we'll just let that happen. Not rusty, just rustic. Oh, thanks, pal. We're doing a rustic dice today. And why is that, Kate? Because I can't cut anymore. Oh my gosh. It's a little strong. It's trying to make me cry. So we don't need to use that part. That can just get thrown out, the root. Let's give our bacon a stir while we're turned over here. Nice, just slowly rendering. Go a little bit higher again. You missed the pavlova, yep. And it was one of the best I've ever made. Okay, there we go. So we'll do some for the pilaf, rice dish, like a cup. Maybe a little less than a cup, but that's okay. And then the rest of this we'll save for the filling, for the pork. We'll just put that to the side for now. That Monday, yeah, we were tired because we did some extra hours at work and then Chef was away, so we kind of had to take over some of his responsibilities for like the ordering and stuff. But yeah, it all worked out. Yeah, I seriously love pavlova. I'm just gonna wrap this onion up so it doesn't keep putting onion smell into my world. We'll get it back in the fridge. Your cousin's daughter sells them at the farmer's market? Whoa! Would it be better to donate the money versus using bits for the garden? White Dove's asking. I mean, it's totally up to you. Bits go 100% to the streamer anyways. So it doesn't really matter there. But yeah, if you wanted to do PayPal, you could also do that. Whatever you feel comfortable with. And like you guys know, that's not necessary, but it is always appreciated. Even though sometimes it's hard for me to accept. And that's okay. We're all only human. The bacon is cooking so slow. What the heck? Okay, next one, we will clean the mushrooms. So we got some nice oyster mushrooms and a little bit of the chestnut. What should I do? Maybe just leave them in there. And then these ones are already cleaned. So we're looking for something like this. Like the dirt. The mycelium. Clean that part off. But if these are already cut, then we're A-okay. Just no dirt in the shrooms, please. Figure out you need about $200 more to get the garden. Yeah, because we're almost halfway there. It's around that, White Dove. But please don't donate all of that. That would be insane. Don't do it. There's our Togo box of mushrooms. Maybe we'll just keep this to put the chopped mushrooms back in. We'll save some dishes today. That is so awesome. That's all I cleaned off. Okay, I turned up the pan like one small notch and now it's going nuts back here. Can you hear the sizzles? Whoop, whoop. So yes, the onions are cut small, but the mushrooms don't have to be cut as small. Like for the cremini mushroom variety, they just said thinly sliced. Yeah, you're right, Melissa. Full pay for biddies and then subs, every streamer kind of gets a different percentage. Save the dirt bits for the marmots. You know what, Bob? We were talking the other day, and we haven't seen marmots in at least 2, maybe even 3 weeks now. Nowhere around on the property anymore. And hi, Cookie. Welcome in. Are you viewing from across the pond? Or are you home now? That is so cool. How fun. I've been like living vicariously through your adventures over there. It looks absolutely beautiful. Oh my god, no! Samo! Are you alive? White Dove just tipped $200 for the green stock garden. Thank you very much. Holy shit. Holy shit. You know when I put on that gold just a little extra and you do 10 times it. Thank you very much. I think honestly, like when we get the green stock now, we gotta write White Dove somewhere on it. Because that was like a huge donation for it. We should do that. Everyone that has donated for the goal will like write their name on it. I think that would be so fun. Thank you very much, my friend. That is so appreciated. So, so much. I don't know how to accept it, but I will. And then if you want to choose a couple of the plants when we do get it, that would be fun. Cookie, it's your last night there? Mish telling somebody else to go to bed? Pff, please. You want to see me have my garden again? My small one's been doing so good. Like I just transplanted from the Aero garden our basil the other day, and I finally have it outside full time now. I'm really impressed by it. Okay, this bacon I think is done. I'm gonna turn off the pan and just let it finish on the side. Let's look at it together here. I put it out back because it was super windy this morning out front. So I put the basil out back just so it didn't get blown around. It's smoking. Bacon fat smoking. There's a couple pieces I want to like let crisp up as it cools off. So we will let that happen. And then we'll strain out the bacon bits from the fat when we're happy with it. That worked really good. And now all the bacon fat flavors in the pan to cook the rest of the stuff.
Look how good the basil's doing.
Yeah, look. Basil tree versus me. Some of that's going to go in with the beets, I think, today. Thanks, Sam. It's accepted, loser. Mish is in bed. You're going to miss the weather, Cookie. Just a bit cooler. Or a lot cooler than what you're used to. It smells so good, too. Like, touching the basil, that's all you smell on your hands now. Okay, guys. Let's keep chopping up our mushrooms. Then we'll get those cooking with the onions. You don't want the mushrooms too chunky because then when you go to like serve and slice the pork up after it's cooked, the mushrooms might all come out. So don't leave them too chunky, I would say. How's Scooter doing? We got the crew rolling in here on a Monday. Like I said earlier, it's a good way to start the week. Cookie, I can't believe you've already been there for a couple weeks. It feels like you just got there. Melissa, you love basil? Oh, now you're making me miss Swiss chard. I haven't eaten Swiss chard in a while, and I really loved it. We're getting mushed up on a Monday. You better believe it, pal. They said 8 ounces of mushrooms. This might be a bit more than that. I'm not upset though. Better to have extra than not enough. You used cremini? Well, I mean, we thought, hey, since we have such nice mushrooms at work all the time, what if we just asked to take some home? And so then Sam did. And Chef said it was okay.
These are not chestnut.
What is the name? Oh, that's what Chef said. Okay, so the other brown ones here, we might have to do some digging online.
So we traded our staff meal to bring fresh veggies home.
Yeah, we didn't eat lunch at work one day so that we can have these mushrooms. No, it's okay. We snack enough. But yeah, apparently this is a type of enoki, which are usually like really small and thin, right? Wonder if we'll notice a difference of flavor. They look so perfect. Your mom was big on chard. She grew several varieties. I think the rainbow variety is so beautiful. But they all kind of taste the same. These are adorable. Thank you, douchebaggins. Okay, so to transfer over, we'll just put them back where they came. And then we'll take the bacon out of the pan. Oh god, and we got a raid. They're raiding the shrooms. Oh no, chat. Even though I know BB Bubs would love this. And I'm honored by this raid because I've been missing you, dude. How you been? Thank you very much for sharing your community with us today. Give me a sec. I got mushroom hands. I'm gonna rinse them off. What did you get up to today? You were playing My Time at Sandrock. What's that all about? Is it a new game I gotta check out? Okay, who we got rolling in here with Bubs? Nice Joshua. Hello. Welcome on in. I'm Kate. Nice to meet you. Thanks for the shout out, Scoots. Yeah, if you guys don't know BB Bubs, I mean, we've met in person. Real life even. Not just the internet. I know. Crazy for Twitch. He's also a chef, so you'll learn a thing or two over on his stream. I hope that you guys can catch him next time that he's live. It's not too new of a game, but it's a sequel to My Time in Portia. See, I think I can recall that one. But I definitely don't know My Time at Sandrock. Probably Samo does, though, I would say. Hello, OMG Pete, as well. You got it for free? Nice. I mean, cozy games. You can't go wrong. We're good, dude. And yeah, thanks for appreciating the menu. Actually, it's a menu redemption for Bobberino, one of our subscribers. Faceplant Kagers is who he is in chat. Asked us for this pork tenderloin stuffed with, we just finished crisping up bacon in the pan first. And now we're going to take that out, cook the onion, and we have some local oyster mushrooms from a farm called WTF, What the Fungus Farm, that we use at work. And then we got to chop up some spinach, grate some gruyere, and that's all going to get rolled inside of the pork tenderloin before it's roasted in the oven. And then our rice pilaf's going to be baked in the oven, and same with the beets. Easy oven meal. Where we are right now, it's like 40 degrees Celsius. We live in the Canadian desert, which is awesome. But yeah, trying to not do too much stovetop work today. The fungus are among us. Okay, let me go scoop this out. Do we want to set up a stove cam? Because honestly, last time, it wasn't really working that good. So I guess let me know. I guess we can always try it, see what happens. This bacon sounds crispy. So we're going to leave all of the bacon fat in there. And yeah, there's not a ton that actually rendered off of this. So we might need some extra fat to cook the onion and mushrooms in. If you've ever cooked mushrooms before, you know how much fat they soak up right away. Never want to start with too little because then they'll just kind of burn. Who needs some crispy bacon bits in their life? Okay, that's on the side. Hello, Luminology. How's your Monday going? Back on the heat. Let's go medium. I think I'm just going to do some beef tallow. We're going to do butter in the rice pilaf. I don't really feel like using sunflower oil to cook the mushrooms in. So beef tallow it is today. To go with the bacon fat? Sure. Why not? Really? That should do. A weird Monday for you. You were super busy all day, but pretty sure you didn't accomplish a single thing. Just chaos. Oh my gosh. That's how it felt one of the days this week at work for me. It's like I barely got through anything on my prep list because like each item just took forever. And then by the time lunch was done, it was like 3 o'clock and we had oysters from 3:30 to 4:30, like oyster hour. So then I ran into that and then I had half an hour to finish what I was doing and go home. I was like, what the heck even happened just now? Ultimate chaos, but we live for it, don't we? Hi, Crimson. Good to see you as well. But yeah, our day was good. It was busy too. I was like up at 6, but then I chose to have a slow morning. We were out the door at 8:30 to go to the beach for 9. Left there at 10. Went to go drive to the farm stand to get some fresh produce and stuff for the week. Then went for a wine tasting. Then went to Walmart. Then went to lunch. Came home, did dishes, and now we're streaming. What? It was a good day, though. Okay, can you hear that? It's time. I'm going to put the mushrooms first and then the onions, I think. Actually, no, I'm going to go other way around. We'll get a little kiss of heat on these onions first. Soak up all those yummy bacon flavors, and then we'll put the mushrooms in. What was for lunch? Honestly, nothing exciting. It was more of a get sustenance into the void so we don't die. And it was Subway for the first time in like 5 years because that's what was like close to Walmart. Honestly, some of the better Subway I've had. But if it wasn't that, it was going to be hot dogs for like $20 a piece at the winery, which I didn't really feel like paying $20 for a hot dog. Let's get some seasoning in with these veggies as they cook, some salt and pepper. Went to Toronto at the end of July for a concert. What was the concert? I mean, if it was in Toronto, it must have been pretty good. You haven't been to Subway in a long time either? Yeah, we just got a, like, smoked turkey with, like, loaded with veggies. And yeah, the bread was, like, super fluffy. Everything was fresh, not soggy. Honestly, couldn't complain. It went down all right. Okay, so we'll let these onions cook for, like, maybe 2 to 5 minutes until they're getting translucent before we put the mushrooms in. So in the meantime, let's get the spinach out. We'll make sure it's clean first. We might have to wash it. I just got a bunch of spinach. Otherwise, we'll chop it up and get that ready to go into the pan next. Building up the layers of flavor. Your Walmart's getting a Subway? What? You tried Barburrito? We actually tried that and it was not bad either. Heard a story of a guy at a low rent theme park, 3 slices of pizza and 3 drinks for $51? What? That's a steal of a deal. Did I see your joke? I might have missed it in the green. How did the skeleton handle the angry dog? He threw him a bone. I like that one actually. That's like very kid friendly. Sometimes we get a bit crazy here with our jokes. Okay, where's my spinach? Oh, and while I'm in this drawer, I'll get the beets out too, because those will be kind of next after the pork. Beets from the farm. There's our spinach. That's what I think, Palooza, right? As with like any franchise, it can really vary by who owns it, who's working there. I mean, any restaurant, really. It's all the same. You can always taste when there's no love. Just gonna do one small stir back here. I had a little frog in my throat. And then I think in a minute or so we'll get the mushrooms in. The onions are starting to brown. I always pick through the spinach first when it's in a bunch like this to make sure there's no poopy bits, rotten pieces hiding in the crevices. See? We found one. Unacceptable. Because we don't want to cut it all up and then have those in little pieces to try to pick out after. So we'll do it now. I think that's pretty much it. We'll go through a bit more on this other side. Yeah, not bad. And then all we're going to do is trim off the bottom of the stems as even as we can. Because that's really the not so nice part. And then we'll chop up the rest. I always like to chop the spinach first before we cook it, but you can chop it after too. Up to you. And I really do recommend chopping spinach if you are going to cook it because it gets very stringy once it's cooked. And like there's been times where I've had like, oh man, if you cook down this piece of spinach, it goes like super long and stringy. And if you don't chew it enough, you will choke. Let's just say that. I don't know if I've ever seen Adventure Time. Okay, these onions are getting really nicely brown now. So let's pour in the mushrooms. And that's going to cool off the pan as well. And the browning part of the onions is really going to add a lot of flavor into the filling here with the pork. Oyster mushrooms are pretty delicate, so it won't take very long to get them cooked through. Maybe another 5 and we're good. We'll just kind of watch to see if we need to add any extra oil or butter, whatever you want. Mushroom and Gruyere sounds fancy. I was actually surprised that I found Gruyere at Walmart. I was very impressed, actually. So I didn't want to go to another store. You guys want to see how I chop these spinach bunches? So I just divided it into 2, and I'm just chopping like kind of 1-inch thick pieces. And we know this really cooks down to nothing, too. Do we need all of this? 2 cups worth, it says, packed baby spinach leaves. You got into bead bracelet making? Oh, I've done that before. I really got into that when I was younger. These sizzles sound so good. Do we also need some garlic in here, I believe? Yes, we do. You wish you added more, so I should just add all of this then. Okay, because it's gonna be the 2 pork tenderloins. Let's get the garlic. I think we'll just slice it. Yeah, 2 cups cooks down to like 1/8 of a cup. Basically, that's how it feels. It says 2 cloves of garlic. We're definitely gonna do 3. You know how we roll here. You're obsessed with spinach feta omelets right now? I got obsessed with those when we used to work up at camp. And I would work the baking shift, so like night shift and breakfast. That's what I would have for, yeah, like a month straight almost. It was so good. Like chopped tomatoes in there. Oh man. A little bit of hot sauce on top. We're laughing. Okay, that's almost cooked to the point to add the spinach, but first we're gonna add the garlic next. And we add the garlic after the onions because garlic will burn faster. So that's why we don't add it all together. And if you've ever smelled burnt garlic, it really gets bitter. That's not what we're going for. The girls love the bracelets you made. That's all that really matters, right? Lamarzen. Now we're on the feta train. I've been using a lot of feta at work recently. 1 in our heirloom tomato salad. It gets crumbled feta. And then 2 in our fried chicken feature. We do a quinoa salad with feta, cranberry, and roasted sweet potato. We actually have a lot of gluten-free dishes on the menu at work. Holy, the smell of the garlic. Okay, now I'm just going to pick a little bit of thyme off of a plant that literally died, and now it's just like perfectly dried thyme on the plant. I'll be back in a sec. Luminology. What kind of shroomies are you using, Kate? Taking a wild guess. You didn't settle for buttons. How did you know? Yeah, we picked up some oysters and enoki from work from What the Fungus Farm. Turn that down for a sec. We need a little bit of time in our life. We got time for that. It's literally perfect. Dried thyme. Yeah, we're just killing time. So we'll sprinkle like half of that into here, and then the other half's going in the rice pilaf. Now we're gonna go spinach in. Sam, are we opening a wine for this today? He just laughs. Do we need to get the Riesling out for deglazing the pan? If you need to know why we're laughing, just ask Sam about his wine tasting. We have so many local farms, like that's all it is. Kind of anywhere you drive here, it's like either vineyards or farms on the side of the highway. I mean, I called for a dry white wine, but all we have is Riesling. Yeah, there's like 7.8 grams of sugar, so that's definitely not the driest. Sorry, what's that?
You need me to go walk over and get one?
Excuse me. I'm so sorry I didn't mute that. It snuck up. Sam's gonna go grab a white wine from next door. From the winery. So we can deglaze all this goodness off of the pan. I'm just gonna turn it off and put it to the side for now. The thing with the wine deglazing is that it's gonna help steam the spinach down, and then we just cook the rest of the liquid out. Good to go. We were actually in there this morning, Bob. No, just ask for a drier white wine, if possible. Not too dry though, because otherwise you won't drink it. But yeah, we were loading up the car to go to the beach, and one of the doors was down in like the warehouse area of the winemaking room. And so we're like, oh, what's down here? So Sam always goes to check it out and like say hey to the workers. All of the tanks were down there full of wine. Was so intrigued. It's like all of them are chilling at like 24 degrees Celsius. So like they're just kind of fermenting. So cool. I don't even drink wine, but with a next door convenience station, you just might. Well, yeah, we live at one and then we work at another. I didn't think this would ever be my life either. Okay, so in the meantime, one other step that we're going to take for this filling, we're going to grate our cheese now. It's kind of the last thing we need. Let me just read through here. Annie, thank you very much. Are we going to set it off? Let's see if it's going to work. I don't think so, though. I got to be, like, on the scene when you do it. But thank you very much for more gifted subs. Guys, today is insane. Yeah, is that cheating, Luminology? Annie, I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. And thank you for bringing 5 more people into our kitchen crew today. Choco Apocalypse. That wouldn't be too bad. Lady Death. Twitch Blackmore, Lady Bonfire, and Giacana 1401. Welcome to the crew, my friends. We know a bunch of them. I think just the last one we didn't know. Thank you, Cookie, for the 1,000 bits as well. I think that literally just finished off the goal. Like, pretty much. White Dove did $200 for the green stock. You guys are insane. Okay. Where are we at? Spinach, done. We're almost through the pork on the list. Get the cheese. It's time to cut the cheese. Annie, how is the floor going? How's the kitchen coming along? Time to open one of my absolute favorite cheeses. Maybe one day I will go to Switzerland and taste it there. This is a great brand. Le Gruyere. The brand is Emmy. E-M-M-I. That's about the only brand I see here. Or the most popular, we can say. It's so good. That's the only one you buy too. It's seriously delicious. So it's made from raw milk, and then it's also naturally lactose free. Kind of a brain blarg there. But yeah, easy to digest. Raw milk, so it has lots of good flavor. And there should be yummy salty cheese crystals in there. That's one of my favorite parts of Gruyere. It's an aged Swiss cheese. What do we do? What does it call for? This is 150 grams, 1.5 cups, about 6 ounces. We don't do math here. I was gonna cut it in half just to make it easier to grate, but I think we're doing all of it. This little block costs more than the 2 pork tenderloins. That's a fact. Samo's back.
Holy fuck.
Holy shit. We're breaking the bank.
I mean, like, that would cost like
$10
Anyways.
for 150 grams.
this bottle of wine was almost cheaper than that.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Anyways, got a Pinot Blanc 2023.
For over 40 years, Wild Goose Winery of Okanagan Falls, BC has produced premium quality wines from some of the region's best vineyards. We live at one. The winery is recognized for its consistent, distinctive, and award-winning wines that celebrate the best of the Okanagan fruit, earth, sun, and family.
Oh, Amp, were you here last week?
It's 15%? Whoa! Oh, Amp was here with the scale. We have 2 now.
That shit.
Okay,
Anyways.
so Sam's going to show you how to open up a screw bottle wine. This is from our orientation.
Can I stretch it out in the air? Grip the lid. Turn.
Oh my god. Oh, shoot. Okay, so we're going to turn this back on to medium heat, the pan, because we're going to... Yeah, it helps when you have big hands. We're going to deglaze with this wine. Pinot Blanc. What can they tell us about this? I don't know. I don't work in the wine room. It's actually a genetic mutation of the Pinot Noir, which is a red wine grape. Pinot Noir is genetically unstable and will occasionally experience a mutation in which a vine bears all black fruit except for one cane, which will produce the white fruit. Yeah, there's no notes. You just drink it, okay? The wine produced from this grape is a full-bodied white.
These were the size of the tasting glasses.
The tasting pours. No, it was like half of that. But almost,
No,
yeah.
some of those were like that.
Historically, well, this is, yeah. Historically, Pinot Blanc was used to make champagne. Cool. In the States, it's mainly produced in California. And then it says Canada's Okanagan Valley has developed a reputation for Pinot Blanc as its signature wine. There you go. Signature to literally the area that we live in. If you wanted to know what the soil tastes like. What happened, Samuel?
You did a full 360 around.
The hummingbirds?
Yeah.
We do love a good historical note. Thanks, Wikipedia. Okay, so Sam's in the cheese, not the wine, or you did? The pan's sizzling. So Sam's going to pour Or I'm going to pour a little bit of wine in to deglaze the bottom of this and help steam the spinach. What did the recipe say? A quarter cup. I might have poured a bit more than that, but let's give this a stir. So all the yummy bits of bacon that got cooked onto the bottom of the pan are now going to come up and get mixed into this filling. And now we're just going to cook it until all the liquid is gone. Let that cool a bit before we add our Gruyere cheese. So while this is cooling, we will assemble the pork tenderloin and get it ready for the filling. This is almost there. I know it's going to taste a bit different once it has cheese in it, but let's have it taste now, see if it needs any extra seasoning. Right, Pell? I mean, just because we live here, we're trying to be educated on the wines of the area, and obviously because we work at a winery too. Gruyere cheese is delicious. I haven't met many people that don't say that. I think this is going to be insane with the mushrooms. Wow, the texture, so different than cremini. We need a little bit more salt and pepper. Oh, and hello, we're missing something here. The bacon has to go back in. But we'll put that in with the cheese too so it doesn't go soggy after we work so hard to crisp it up. It needs the bacon and the cheese. Okay, bottom of the pan is basically dry now. We don't want any more bits stuck on. I'll come over and show you how it looks in this other cam before we grate the cheese. So everything's nicely cooked down, and that's how it looks. Yeah, we got the Gruyere and the wine. We're like halfway to a fondue. Okay, this, and this. This bottle gets put away. This glass can stay out. Yeah, I'll be a sommelier. Well, the lady that was helping us at Joie today in the tasting room said that her boyfriend was actually a sommelier before he became a chef. I thought that was cool. Maybe it was the other way around, I forget. 69 viewers. I gotta eat this piece of cheese, it looks like. Yeah, Sam's a non-melier. Oh my god. This is a rind part of the cheese. You can see it. I wouldn't suggest grating that. That's usually how it comes on each side. Just hold on to that part when you grate it. That was so good. Okay, how is this with the cheese? Oh, wow. That is really good with the cheese, Sam. Delicious. Wait, I also missed if Annie said something about the kitchen. Did you answer when I asked about it? Because I know we were waiting for the cement to dry. Oh my gosh, don't grate your hand, okay, guys? You did? Shit, I missed it. You bought the tiles? Exciting. Things are coming to fruition. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. No wax for us today. The lippage system. These are new words to me. Is that like what holds the tiles in place? Okay, to make sure the corners line up. This makes sense. Yeah, that's always an interesting one. Hey, Bob? I've been to like all sorts of houses, like some massive tiles, other ones not so big. 4x4, those are the ones I'm talking about. It's like, oh my God. Those are the biggest tiles I've ever seen. One drop and the whole thing's cracked. Okay, don't grate our fingies. That's it for that too. Got my one little snack piece. Get all the cheese out of here. Yeah, that's like 2 cups-ish. Goodbye to the rind. We're just gonna put this in here while we wait for the filling in the pan to cool off. Now we're gonna butterfly our pork. I guess I shouldn't have washed that other big cutting board earlier when we were cutting the bacon, but that's okay. I'll just get another one out, I guess. We're going the big old board today. We mean business. Boom. Okay. Take this out of the pan. Oh, it's special, all right. And then I think I will need... Do I have Samo's boning knife here in front of me? Yes. Put our carrot and celery back there. Was that a knitted cloth? This one? This is like a cotton weave towel from Big Green Egg. We're sponsored by them for our smokers. They are some of the best towels ever. Really hope it goes well, Annie. The concrete isn't as flat as you would like it to be, but you'll have to fill the gas with mortar. Sometimes what you see, other people don't see, right? But I think you'll do just fine. I'm sure you have enough eye for detail that it will be exactly what you want. Sam, you got your steel here? Can you please just run it on this boning knife real quick before I get in here? I'll give it a wash. My boning knife's at work. Oh, that would be scary, Annie. Gaps underneath the tile, and then they'll crack after you, like, put them on. I don't think that'll happen. The boning knife. Oh, God. She's throwing it. What are you in? Are you having bacon and cheese?
No, I have bacon and the mushrooms.
Okay. We got the gruyere. Now we're butterflying it. We gotta get the meat mallet. The sun is setting. It's lighting up our life in the kitchen. 7,000 shims to do the tile, Bob? No, thank you. Politely. Why? Oh, because the beat. Yeah, it looks like it other way though. It's upside down. There you go. Is that what you always think? Cooking like a pro and sharpening the knife like a pro? Phew. Imagine if you said amateur. Okay, there's 2 pieces in here. Thanks for the follow as well, friend. I can't recall if I've seen you in here before. I feel like yes. But yeah, if you've never been here before, I am actually a professional chef. And so is my husband here. Thanks for joining us. One of our goals of this stream, we started in 2018, is to help people cook and eat better at home. And hey, we're still going. Just gonna clean off this silver skin from this one side of the pork always before we go any further. Not that it really gets too tough, I would say, when it's cooked. It's not as bad as like sinew on beef, where it's a lot thicker, but still always nice to trim that up. Minimize really having to cut anything off later after it's cooked. First time here, nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Let us know if you have any questions at all. And if you do have Discord, we have a server that you can join where all of our recipes are there from the years of us cooking on the internet. What you munching on there, back there?
Tomatoes.
He's in the Maters chat. He is in the Maters. But I mean, for that size of container for cherry tomatoes, I'm thinking like Walmart price is like $3.99 for the small clamshell. So it's almost the same price as Walmart. Yeah, now time to take some aggression out on the pork. So first we gotta butterfly it, it says. So you can kind of do it like 2 ways. You can start on like the one thinner side and like roll it out to butterfly it, or you can just go down the center and go each side opened that way. I'll let you guys choose what's easiest for you. What do you think, Sam? I was gonna like slice it here and then roll it open. Or do you like it the other way, I said? Okay. So you're rather using a boning knife for this, even though there's no bone. So boning knives are used in butchery for a lot of different things. And yes, it is used for deboning items, like butchering chicken. It's one of my favorite things ever. But yeah, you can use it on items that don't have a bone too. Maybe we have to look up why it's called a boning knife to begin with. And what we're looking for here, so it's going to be pounded out to 1/2 inch thick. Yes, that is what it says. So just keep that in mind. We don't want it too thin either. Hi, MK Chick. How are you doing? Was the peach good, Sam?
It was okay. Tomatoes were better.
So you can tell it's not a farm peach.
Oh yeah. Like Ojala's worst peach is still better than that.
Holy. So see this slit that I just put through, guys? So now we're going to kind of roll this open to keep the same thickness of the pork the whole way. You can go a little bit more here. You can see where it's really thick. Ta-da! Oh, you can see it's a little thin there, so make sure that part goes on the inside. So it went from that to that. See how like slow and controlled I did the movements too? So it's not always about being like the fastest. It's more about being correct. I'm doing really good, K-Chick. Thank you very much for asking. Had a great start to the stream. Lots of my usual crew is here, and we even have some new people finding us today. Sorry if my head gets in the way. I'm trying to stand back, but also not poke the knife through.
I didn't realize what time it was when I went over there. I was lucky I got it.
What time is it?
It's 5:30 right now.
Holy smokes.
I think I walked in like 5 minutes too.
Nicola was still there.
They thought it was somebody else. They're like, nope.
That's funny. We got it just in time. Do we got to open this up a bit, I think? Okay, there's a better view, guys. So now we got to marry these like tapered ends together, right? How is it going to be the best way to do it, Bob?
Just
We might have to trim off some of it.
take that like...
Because you want a little overflap so it stays together.
I basically just take this line off.
This little one?
Yeah.
That like chunker?
Yeah. And I think then you have the perfect lineup. Or you leave it and you pound it out to where it is.
No.
I think that's... There you go.
That'll be a snacker. A pan snacker. And now we gotta pound it out a little more.
Bam.
A little chefy snack.
Bing,
Okay.
bam, bam.
Shouldn't really need this knife anymore. I'll use kitchen shears when it comes to the twine part. So while I'm pounding, do you want to see if the filling is cool enough to add the bacon and the cheese? Just heard bro drop a knife on the tile. Wait, you'd be eating the pork raw on the side? How do you do that? The texture is too weird for me. And also, I don't trust probably where it came from. Like if I got it right from the farmer maybe. But not from the store. Okay, so before we do the pounding, number one, I'm going to put a barrier between these two boards. Otherwise, it's going to be like bing, bop, boom, bop, bam. So first we put the barrier so it doesn't slam together. And then second, we're going to put a piece of plastic over the pork. And that way the meat mallet doesn't really tear it up. Yeah, pork tartare.
Yeah, we have it in Germany.
That's what Annie just wrote in chat. Sam said the same thing, guys. Yeah, we have that in Germany. What is it?
Metwurst.
It's metwurst?
Yes.
I think we need two.
Normally has it cured a little bit. And the Stuffed Pork.
So instead of it being cured, you could also have it raw.
Yeah, with onions.
Oh, they thought it was beef, guys. It's pork. Yeah, no, if that was like a beef fillet, holy shit, I would be totally down. Now we're just like learning a whole new thing. I told you you'd learn something here.
Bing, boop, bop. That fucking all together, that's gonna be the shit in there.
Sam's excited. That's gonna be going inside. Yeah, that's gonna be good, Bob. Okay, I'm gonna start on the... I think this might poke through. So I'm just gonna go on the smooth side. Tenderloin is also very tender and soft compared to like some other times on stream where we've pounded out pork shoulder for schnitzel. A lot tougher of a cut of meat compared to this. So this shouldn't take much effort at all. We're looking for 1/2 inch thick. Good way to end the day. Get those external stressors out. And it also evens up everything so it cooks evenly as well. You don't have really thick pork areas or thin areas where it's gonna get dry. So definitely don't skip that step. You can also see it is growing in size. I'm glad I did the 2 pieces of plastic. I'm gonna like move this back this way now.
Your green stock kit has been put together.
Sam would like everyone to know, but also White Dove if she's still here, that the green stock kit has been put together online. That's awesome. Okay, that looks good, guys. The what?
Investors one, or inventors one.
The inventor's one.
It's half the original and leaf ones. So you can grow big vegetables and small vegetables.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna close this.
In a limited edition,
Too much sun.
blueberry basket leaf.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, before we fill it, we gotta season it with salt and pepper, it says. Oh, we beat that meat. The one closest to me needs to be underneath the roll. Like this is the seam. So we gotta roll it that way. Okay, I might flip the board around. Yeah, if we don't season this now, it's gonna be bland, guys. Even if we just season the filling really nice. No bland pork for me. I use Diamond Crystal Kosher Salt. It's a red box, if you've ever seen it around. And that is like the most popular salt for chefs to use, to cook with. I've been using this salt for, oh my gosh, like 12 years now probably. Maybe even longer. Do you know that one? I know like they used to be about $6 a box. I think it's like 10, 12 almost now. It's so crazy how much they've gone up in price. Okay, we have everything. Remove top piece of plastic, season pork. Spread mushroom mixture over cut side in an even layer, starting on the long end. Roll it. Yes, that makes sense. So we want this in the middle, or we want this part in the middle? Starting on the long end. Roll the tenderloin to enclose the mixture. I could see why you would put the prosciutto first as well. That's very much like Gordon Ramsay beef Wellington vibes to me, which I love. Why not? Just go all out. Not necessary, but definitely would be delicious, especially with the bacon inside of here already. So then it says, it doesn't really say like how much of this mixture to put or how thick it should be. So let's just try to spread it out as best as we can. Leave a little room on each end where it's going to be sealed up. This has got some funky smell to it from the Gruyere cheese. This is a lot. I'm going to stop there. There's like one more scoop, but I don't know if we need all that. It's like a burrito, right? If you overfill a burrito, it just gets really tough to roll later on. We're going to be mindful of the ends. Keep stuff from falling out. Bob says, use it all, Kate. You'll regret it. There's shrinkage. You never know when there could be shrinkage, but thank you for the reminder. Yeah, Annie. Very mindful. Very demure. He's very demure with it. Oh god, I'm throwing this stuff. I like threw it to the front of the board. Holy frick, that was good. Okay, so let's say I left like an inch border, basically all the way around the edge. This looks crazy good. My mouth is watering. I'm glad we started with this first. It did take a while to make, but it's gonna be worth it. Oh, hey Scoots. Oh, you're back? Sorry about that. We got Boss Man with us too. He got gifted a sub today. Annie. That's actually crazy. Okay, so I'm thinking this part should go into the middle and the wide end should be on the outside to cover everything. Let's do this. Wait, though. Do we want the butcher's twine out first? Maybe. Where is it? Is the question. There it is. Just before we get our hands super dirty. Are we gonna do fancy tying today? We can do fancy tying if you guys want. It'll probably work the best. I'm just gonna pull a bunch of this off and cut a length. Should be good. Butcher's twine. Twine first so that it's ready to grab. And then let's make sure it's not knotted. It's not knotted. All right. Can we like kind of tuck in these little flaps? Maybe it was better actually to not. There we go. Okay, so we want to keep this pretty tight too. Okay, so this is where our seam is. Can I pull this a bit? Just because I can't reach very good. We needed more of the seam. Crisis averted. Kind of. Look at this end though. I mean, yes, we're gonna tie it, so it'll be okay in the end, but still. Tuck that little bit away. That's it, guys. Holy shit! It's huge! Does it overlap enough though? That's my only like concern. We're gonna tie it tight enough. I don't even think we gotta worry. Okay. This is started. You know what my favorite opera venue is? La Scala. Oh my god. You knew I would make it better. I don't even know if this is good. So we're gonna start over here and we're gonna tie a knot. Is this gonna work well for me? I'm left-handed. I'm gonna start at the other end. Oh, look at that mushroom that just fell out. We're gonna start here and we're gonna tie a knot. This is the beginning of everything. And then we're gonna make a loop like that and go underneath. About 1 inch away from our last spot. we're gonna tie it nice and tight. And then we're gonna watch as we tighten it to make sure the meat overlaps. I'm sure near the ends it's gonna get a little iffy about stuff falling out, but as long as I think we got the middle tied nice and tight, we'll be good. Because it's all about the slicing later for the presentation. Thing with pork tenderloin too, you can't be too rough with it when you're tying because you'll literally tear through the meat. So that's how professional butchers will tie their like fancy roast. So this is really all you're paying for if you see that in the store. Nothing to say that you can't do this yourself at home. Hopefully we have enough twine cut. That's the only part that you have to kind of guesstimate before you cut it off. It's like, I think this will be long enough. You cheated and used 5 pieces. I'm trying to do this nice for you guys today so you can learn something. Because I know, well, summer is like almost over, like Annie said. And well, what's after summer? All of the holidays coming up. This would be nice to impress when you have company over. Okay, now that we're getting towards the other end, I almost like want to start tying it the other way. How do I do this? Like this. I've never switched near the end like that before. Is that gonna work? I think so. Cool. Go like that. Wow, are we gonna have just enough twine? I don't know if I can do one more. I think that's pushing it, but I might be able to sneak it just like that and then do our last tie. Yep. Okay, now we're gonna tie a knot. Keep everything nice and tight when it goes to cook in the oven. I always find this part the hardest, honestly, after all of this twining, just to get the knot done. Okay. I didn't even take out any kitchen shears. I guess we didn't even need them other than for that little snip. A couple mushies fell out. This end is not perfect, but I mean, I guess if you wanted to, you can just wrap that around. Don't have to though, guys. So next, we are going to prepare a roasting pan. I think that will fit in the loin pan. I'm really hoping to. Or I might actually just put it on a sheet pan, and then the beets and the rice can cook in the other 2 pans. I have to be a bit strategic about the pans I use to get them all in the oven. Will I be putting up pics of the dish on Discord? I can if you want me to. Sometimes one of our subscribers, Michael, will screenshot when we do our plate up and post them in Discord. But yeah, if you want me to post the end product, by all means. You gotta go to bed. Okay, good night. Yeah, I'll make sure I post it then after stream. And thanks for joining Discord if you did. Enjoy your time. And I'll be back next week, either Monday or Tuesday. So stay tuned and take care until next time. Okay, we're gonna line a sheet pan with foil and parchment. Now we have all the easy things left. So I always do the hard things first. It's like a sense of freedom now. We're free. There's no underlying stress of the pork having to be done. You think I'm a professional chef? I graduated from culinary school in 2012 and have been cooking in restaurants ever since. Right now, I'm working at a fine dining contemporary restaurant at a winery. Okay, we got to do a little transfer station over here on this side. Put this over here. Lift up that chunker. It says that this has to get rubbed with some oil before it bakes. And then they also said to season both sides of the pork. So we'll season the top of this too after the oil. Let's get rid of this big board though. Hi, Arwester. Good to see ya. I'm gonna wash my hands up. That was our barrier from the meat mallet, that cloth. Yeah, some of the front of house staff watches this stream. But I streamed pretty late today. Usually if I stream at noon, they'll watch because they're at work. Doing lunch shift and we're not there. Hilarious. But yeah, they always ask like what I'm going to be making or what we made. It's cute. And then if they do pop in, they usually get snacks. That's what they know. Last time they were actually going to come over, but they worked too late to like pick up snacks. We're like, no, we'll just bring it to you tomorrow so you don't have to drive so far. Okay, I just have a bit of sunflower oil here. What do we want to use? Like a pastry brush? That took a while, guys. That took 2 hours. But we were chatting a lot at the start of stream. We also had a BB Bubs visiting. It's good that we're adding oil now because you can see how lean the pork tenderloin is. There's really not much fat on here. So of course it's easy to dry out when you cook it in the oven in dry heat. I should have also oiled the little chef snack. That's a good question, Annie. I believe the grape harvest starts in September. Maybe even October. Second week of September, Samo's saying. But as far as like table grapes, we've been picking those for like easily a month already. Like snacking grapes. Yeah, I'm excited to see the operation when they start actually making the wine at work, because we have a full windowed area to see into the winemaking area from the kitchen prep side, which is so cool. We'll be able to see it all, kind of like how the brewery was too, just like full pane glass. Okay, guys. Hold this up so we can get a better view. The sun is getting us. That looks amazing. Okay. Next, like literally easiest thing. Let's deal with these beets. And we're also going to get the oven on right now, heating up as we do this. Michael. Yeah, are you saying if we weren't talking, we'd be farther along in the stream, Kate? I mean, yeah, it is what I said. Oh no. Yeah, what's the point of the stream then? Do you think streaming will turn into TV again because so many people have to ignore them all and have to go about cooking? Oh, like ignore my chat? Yeah, I don't really stream that way. I'll always pay attention to my chat first. That's why things take a lot longer sometimes. But I mean, every streamer is different, right? I guess it's all in what you want to get out of your stream. Where here we're like very cozy, chatty. We like to learn a bit. We like to play around a bit. Got a bit of an older crew. But like, those are all the fun times. Okay, let's take this out of the bag. We're not going to do much to these before they go in the oven. Maybe a little rinse-a-roo under some water because I could feel a little bit of dirt residual still. And we're going to trim off the tops. A little bit more oil and seasoning, and we're going to pack them up in this foil pouch. I have a recipe linked from Serious Eats on how to roast beets like this. And I've never discovered a better way to get them to peel nice and to preserve the flavor rather than boiling them. Yeah, when I was on Front Page that one time, we had 20,000 viewers in here. My mods did such a good job. And like most people did behave, didn't they? I forget what we even streamed that day. Was it pizza? It was like something semi-controversial. I remember that. Oh yeah, see? The pineapple on the pizza. That's right, Annie. Yeah, there's 20,000 Luminology. That was a couple years back. I forget even why I was featured on Front Page. There's a lot more like collaborations and stuff back in the day. Like think about, I've been doing this since 2018. Heck, 3 more years and we're at 10. That is wild. Things have changed a lot. And yeah, they were trying to push food and drink, which we always appreciate. Okay, those are all rinsed up. I just left a little area here for us to work. Ah, with DJ channels. You never know what you're gonna find on Twitch, and that is the part that I love about it. I mean, every time somebody still finds me, it's exciting. Yeah, pineapple on pizza, only controversial amongst the non-believers. You can blame us, though, the Canadians, for it. It's a Canadian invention, so I'll take the blame, is what I say. I guess we can cut some of these crazy root tips off. But these beets peel so nice that like you could potentially leave those on. I think also like this longer root tip is what makes the difference of making them sweeter. Because think about how long that taproot is. It's getting like all of the good stuff in the deeper part of the soil rather than just the top. At least that's how my brain is thinking of it. You can't remember the last time you had pizza without pineapple? You gotta be careful saying that even. I haven't been on like a big Hawaiian kick lately. Maybe that's what I'll get next time we have it. I really like Hawaiian like ham pineapple with either bacon and or banana peppers. So it's like sweet and spicy and smoky. That's like my adult version of Hawaiian. Okay, we got 6 beets. We still got the oil back here. Oh man. Samuel, when's the last time we made a Detroit pizza? His response, holy F. Let's just say this, Annie, too long. Did we even make one when we were in the apartment? I think we made one batch. Last year, 2024. Yeah, I thought we made like one batch while we were in the apartment. So now we're going to massage the beets with the oil. It's okay if there's a little bit of water down there. It'll just steam out. And now I'm going to arrange them again kind of flat so that that doesn't poke through. First, we're just going to do a quick seasoning over the top. And then we're going to make a foil pouch. If you guys have ever gone camping and cooked stuff in foil pouches, you would know. You can also do it on the barbecue. But this is also the best way to cook beets. Don't have to fool around with a pot on the stove and babysitting it. Pizza? Even Detroit pizza, yeah, that was such good summer food. Remember when we'd make like, what, 12 at a time? And have all the pickups? Oh, it was February 2025. It's our day off from work. So we work in a restaurant. We have Mondays and Tuesdays off. And then lately I've been also trying to complete my menu redemptions from my community members. So that is what today is. So kind of a special meal. It's our day off and we always try to cook something delicious. But then also inspired by Faceplant Kagers, who's in chat today. He's made this before, and he thought, hey, I think Kate should also make this too. So that's what he requested. That is it for the beets, guys. See how I folded up the sides neatly, though? Because at one point, we will have to see how cooked they are. So it's easy to just unroll one side, poke in a thermometer or a little paring knife or something, to see how tough they are, and then fold it back up again. You don't want to tear this because then the steam's gonna come out. I'm gonna go grab 2 roasting pans. One's for the rice, one's for these beets. The beets are gonna go right into the oven. This is gonna take a while to cook. I would say minimum 30 minutes, if not more like 45 minutes. White Dove, your favorite part of the pizza days was the huge pizza dough I would pour onto the table and then like divide it. It was such a big batch, hey? Okay, so that's gonna go there. Oven's still heating up, but that's okay. And yeah, this is gonna be for our rice. But first, we have to prep a few veggies still. We chopped the onions earlier. And now you just have to grate a little bit of carrot and chop a couple stalks of celery. Do a little cleanup too. Keep things organized. Maybe we can reuse this pan from the pork stuff? I don't think so, honestly. I think that's where our red frying pan's gonna come in now for the rice pilaf. That would be terrible. Oh my gosh. Annie! You remind me when I'm at work. Sometimes chef goes off on a tangent, like being hilarious. I just yell for help. I'm like, somebody help! SOS! 2 stalks of celery. I don't know what they did to this celery today, but I got it like for half price, so I'm not mad. And then our carrots. All the organic carrots right now, there's only 1 orange carrot in each bag. I guess that's the one we'll use. I think we'll do 1 orange and 1 yellow. But this pilaf looks the best if you do use the orange carrots in it for the color contrast. What's this other one? It's like a little blushed. Oh no. Well, good thing we are using it because it's split already. Exactly, Bob. SOS! I mean, probably not the best thing to hear in a restaurant kitchen if you're walking through. Oh my god. Like, who was yelling that? The carrot's bursting at the seams. Did I just see a fruit fly in here? I'm pretty sure I did. Okay, let's get this stuff trimmed up. That is some tough celery. We'll also wash it. It doesn't look super dirty, but you never know where the dirt might be hiding. That's one thing they did not have at the farm stand today. I was sad. I was really hoping for farm carrots. But there wasn't much. There wasn't too much. We only picked up tomatoes and kale. Because we still had these beets. We have a little kohlrabi in the fridge. I think that's it. Look how yellow that is. Save that one for the first years? Yeah. Bork, bork, bork. That's what it is, Michael. I feel like a millennial right now. I have 3 beverages on the go. Water, strawberry lemonade, and wine. And I'm literally just like rotating through all 3. We finely diced the onion for the pilaf. So definitely try to match the celery to that. And then the carrot, how does this cheese grater look? Well, I guess the nice thing about gruyere cheese is that it's not super sticky, but we're gonna use the grater again for the carrot rather than cutting it. That's just like my easy little trick. Carrots are one of the hardest things to cut. And that's coming from me even. It's been hard going without your stove and kitchen sink. I can only imagine, Annie. When the celery just like breaks apart. Hello? What the heck? It was like split in half. Hello? That's a bit dry. Celery's dehydrated. Maybe that's why it was half price. There, we found it out. How do you even cut that? I gotta pick those pieces out. They're like too curly. I can already hear the beets sizzling in the oven. We're gonna cook this all together so we can put this on top of the onion. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the celery has fingers. Hopefully all the water's off of this now. Now we're gonna grate our carrot. Oh no. I mean, Annie might not be doing shower dishes, but he is doing bathroom dishes. And that's pretty close to being the same thing. We've done our fair share of shower dishes. We've been there. I did something dumb. Usually when I grate carrot, I leave the like top on so it's something to hold on to. We didn't do that. Now it's like slippery. How does the carrot taste? Not bad. Not bad. These resubs today are amazing, guys. Thank you so much, Clem. I hope you're doing good too. Happy Monday. And thanks for the 4 whole years together, my friend. Hopefully we've inspired you along the way. Right now, we're working on rice pilaf. We got beets roasting in the oven. And we have our stuffed pork tenderloin completed. That was a difficult one, but it's going to be worth it. For Samo. The yellow carrot looks fake. Oh, you know what we got in at work this week, guys? It's like always exciting when you get new produce in from the farm, something different than we've usually been getting. Melons. So we got yellow, orange watermelon, and then the usual pink one. So now I have to I want to make a melon dessert of some sort. I was gonna say like watermelon sorbet for sure. You only have 260k channel points left. Only. And he has less than half of that? Really? You love watermelon? Yeah, so I don't know if I've tried the yellow. I've seen yellow before, like in photos or something. But I've also never had the orange one. So hopefully they're still intact when we get back to work on Wednesday. Nobody's processed them yet. I'll take some photos for you guys. Okay, medium heat on the pan here. We're gonna get some butter. Let's switch to this. Now we can see what we're working with. We'll get some butter in the pan. We have a little bit of dried thyme still to put in to the pilaf. We gotta get rice into the pan. And then just a bit of bouillon on the side for flavoring. And that's what makes it turn out the best. Yeah, we gotta water Annie down. He is on fire tonight. Yes, yeah, you gotta practice for school. How does it feel this year? Do you feel like, yeah, you know what? I'm ready to go back now. It's time. Or are you like, yeah, you know what? I'm not really ready for it to start yet. I don't know why this butter became this way, but I don't often cut my butter in steps. What? Ride the butter staircase? What the heck? That's called late night toast snacks. Oh my god. Thanks for appreciating that, guys. Not a small amount of butter in there either. Okay, oil gone. Let's get our rice. We even had to buy a new bag of rice today because I think we have to get into it. Usually I do 2 cups of rice and then 4 cups of water. Golden Phoenix, I am a jasmine rice lady. I don't know what type of rice you guys prefer, but I like fragrant jasmine rice. Basmati is also fragrant. It just cooks a lot differently. We've heard of baby steps, but not butter steps. No, that's true. First time experiences here at Cook with Kate. Oh no, where'd my other set of scissors go? Are we missing a set of kitchen shears? And if so, where could they be, Samo? I think the pork will have to go in before the rice, guys. I'm gonna set 10 minutes on these beets. Thank you. They were in his bedroom. They're with the scale. Found it. White Dove Jasmine Rice wins with you too. It's so good. Clem, you just made some last night with strong beans and chicken wings. String beans. Strong beans. Oh no. Yeah. You saw that, Michael? Just the drop. It was a small flex. You don't want to scare anybody away on the internet. The butter's almost ready for the veggies to cook in. I like when it really gets bubbling. She's popping back there. That's crazy. I'm just like reading where the rice is from. Muang Nong Taburi. I don't know where that is in Thailand. Maybe I've been near there. Okay, this is going in. Can you hear that? That's music to our ears. Tap that out. I was gonna say something else. Please. Are you looking for my burger? I ate it. Sam's right in the fridge for snacks. Oh no! He found the cookie dough. He was napping earlier while I was snacking before stream. Beware, if you ever take him for a wine tasting, he'll need a post-nap. We barely even made it home. Yeah, what are you, the snack police, Kate? Bob's Red Mill makes a great chocolate chip cookie dough mix, just saying. That's like the Costco brownie mix. Oh, and it's gluten-free though. I like that.
If my surgeon says I can eat cookie dough, I can eat cookie dough.
The surgeon? Oh, Clem. Raw cookie dough is the best. You heard it here first. Okay, that's going in the pan. We're gonna stir that pile of veggies that we poured in.
Doctor approved. Can't go wrong.
Nope. Clem approved this message. We're also going to season this a bit. Keep in mind if you're using bouillon, don't over season. This looks so good. What are we gonna do while everything's baking in the oven? Dishes, I guess?
Yep. Drink wine, Jack.
We're just gonna have a nice catch up.
Look up green stalks.
Look up green stalks. That sounds good.
See what
Okay.
accessories you want.
We got one nice even layer. Cooking along. That'll take like almost 10 minutes probably. I cook the veggies in the butter just until they start to brown a bit, and then you're good. Everything should be translucent. Put it in with the rice into the oven. It's such a perfect dish. This is a dish that my clients would have on repeat like every 2 weeks. They needed this rice pilaf in their life. You've never sauteed carrots or shredded carrots in butter before? New goal. Mix it with cabbage and your life will be changed. It's one of my favorite veggie dishes. Even Sam goes nuts for it.
Huh?
Shredded carrots in butter with cabbage.
Oh yeah. That's shit.
What do you use? Lard? You can use lard or butter. Nonthaburi is a suburb of Bangkok in the northwest corner. Your mom's family has a mansion there, so maybe I have been close to their amp. That's cool. Olive oil is good too with this. Yep. But I am just like a butter person. Also, I'm kind of low on olive oil, so I haven't been using it as much. But actually, next week, guys, we can tell them we're going on an adventure. You guys know this place, so we're going to take a drive out to Vancouver to, like, first just go on a little getaway from where we have been for the last 3 months. Get out of town. Not even get out of the city. Hi, Bonk! He says, bruh, I'm done with this place. Ship me off to Thailand. Let's go right now. I will see you there. But yeah, we're going to be going to Vancouver. How far is the drive?
5 hours.
It's 5 hours. We're hoping to, yes, we will be bringing the cooler. I said to Sam, we're bringing the cooler, and it's going to be full of snacks on the way home. I'm so excited, Clem. But yeah, hopefully pick up an ice cream maker and go to some ramen shops, kind of roll around where we used to live, sightsee, see how things have changed in like 10 years. And also go to Costco. That was the last one. I was like, there's one other thing that we're going to. It's Costco. Maybe we'll even see some old friends. You never know. I might have to message my friend Shay. Let's all drop everything and move to Thailand. We could live there for forever, Bonk. Like kings, queens, royalty of any sort. Suks to be you. Are we going back to Vancouver Island? No, we're not going that far. Also, it's very expensive. Because, like, once you go there, you also have to come back off of the island. And it's like, what, $200 one way?
$200 each.
It's $200 each way. So, like, imagine if you go for just one day, that's $400. That's like a flight for one person. Yeah, we're going to be staying in Vancouver or, like, just outskirts. Not, like, sleeping in van, but we'll be spending most of our daytimes there. Just for a day, really, guys. It's nothing crazy. We only have 2 days off, like usual. Okay, I didn't add any seasoning to this yet, but it's cooking nice. Oh, and then I guess I haven't cooked this rice in so long, I almost forgot how to. We need a pot of water on, just with a liter of water. because we want hot water to be going into the rice and then into the oven. And that's how you can cook rice in the oven in like 25 minutes. Don't even have to check on it. Set it and forget it sort of deal. Crank it. Like how I said, I'm not doing much stovetop work today, but we already have 3 pans. Oopsies. Probably after cooking this meal today, though, that's also gonna be dinner tomorrow. So thanks, Bobberino. And then one last thing that we need for the rice is we're just gonna cover the pan with foil to keep the steam inside. And then I think we're good to go. You got 6 meals out of yours? Yeah, see? That's so much meat. Yeah, don't thank him yet. It might suck. No way. Yeah, we dealt that. That's our 10-minute timer on the beets. I think they've been in for around 20 minutes now. What do we think? This pork's pretty large. I would say that's for sure gonna be like a 30-minuter. And then the rice is 30 minutes. So that should go in together. This just started to brown all of a sudden. It's like I turned the other burner on and all of the energy went to this one. What? Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. I'm mixing the dried thyme into that now as well. I gotta read what Bonk says in a sec. Just this rice time gets a little crazy. I'll show you guys when we put it on top.
Bonk, I got kind of wasted on a wine tasting today.
Samo got overserved. But whose fault is that? Because he probably could have said no mo. No mo, please. No mo.
Actually.
Okay.
And you both were like, well,
and then they still went, yeah. Drinking heavily discounted wine from your membership winery. I love that you're a member. It's like every winery we go to has a membership thing. And it's like, do we have to become members? It's like they all offer different things too. Okay, so we have our rice. And then we have our sauteed veggies. I just kind of distribute this all over. And it'll like soak in the flavors as it cooks. Beautiful. Now we're just waiting on the water. And where's our bouillon? What do we have of bouillon sorts? Okay, we have beef and like a tomato chicken only. So I'm just gonna go veggie. German veggie broth. $99 for a case of 12. We just saw a sign for that today and Sam exclaimed it on when we were driving. He's like, $99 for a case of wine? And I laughed because like one bottle at our work is like way more than that. I was like, holy shit. This is a baked pilaf. This is my version of baked pilaf, thanks to Samo. And then thanks to someone that he worked with before, showing him how to make it. So this is a vegetarian version. Really, really good vegetarian side dish too. So just a little bit of bouillon in there. For flavor, chicken is really good as well. Annie, more cabbage than carrots? Yes. If you're going to be trying that, yes. It's like 3-to-1, I would say. Cabbage to carrots. And that's it, guys. And then we just wait for the water to come up now. We did 2 cups of rice, so we'll do 1 liter of boiling water in, cover with foil, oven, 25 minutes. Don't have to look at it or think about it. The water's almost up already. A case wouldn't retail for $4.50. Yeah, see? That's wild. It came out sweeter. Oh yeah, you were telling us about that one. So it's hella drinkable. Yes. Okay. That's true as well, Palooza. Yeah, cabbage cooks down so much too. Not as bad as spinach, but still. I want to go grab our 2 bottles that we got today from our tasting, and then I'll also post where we went. This one labels so cool, Sam. So we went to a winery today where the restaurant that I worked at on Vancouver Island, Wild Mountain, they primarily served Joie wines from Joie Farm. We went for a tasting today. It was supposed to be 5. I'm pretty sure I had 9 different wines that we tasted. A Pinot varietal. Yes. So, have you ever heard? That's why I brought it over. Pinot Meunier. Pinot Meunier. I said, I've never heard of that varietal before. Right? Barely anyone has. There's only a few places that it's grown. Okay, listen to this. They actually have a really good, look at all that. I'll read it for us. Enfamille. That's the name of the wine. Also, this is a 2023 vintage. Joie Farm has been making naturally balanced wines since 2004. Also want to say they make orange wines. If anyone drinks orange wine, Sam tried his first today. Not for him. That's okay. They've been there, yeah, since 2004, but some of their vineyards are like from the 1980s, which is wild. So enfamille, a French term that refers to spending quality time with one's family or friends. I like that they said or friends. It represents the Joie Farm belief that wine is more than a beverage. It is a shared experience, a catalyst for joyful moments, and an opportunity to connect with others. Classically used in France for sparkling wine production, we choose to ferment this Pinot Meunier as a still red wine to highlight its varietal capabilities. It's a light-bodied, juicy, and silky smooth. This vintage offers aromas of wild rose petals, plums, and tall grass with gentle clove spice, playful raspberry, and cherry on the palate. I think that's what I said. I was like, this just tastes like fresh cherries. Pinot Meunier is joyful and pretty. This red wine, because it is light-bodied, you can chill it, which is so frowned upon. So we had this chilled today, and my God, is it drinkable. So I had to get a bottle because 1, I've never heard of the varietal. 2, I don't ever hear of chilled reds. But wowie wow, if you guys can ever find that great varietal, probably blow your mind. Because it kind of blew mine. And then same with this, which I love this. So this is a new label for this year. So they went like fancy white label, kind of off the docket from what they usually make, which is why the winemaker went with this label. So it's their usual label, just no colors. And yeah, they embossed it. So this one, 2022 Malbec, medium bodied. I said this is one of the best reds that I've ever tasted. I'm getting hot in here. And the lady at the tasting room that was serving us, she's like, we've had people tear up when they drank this wine and tasted it. I was like, holy shit. Oh, and this is the other thing. So the current winemaker, or someone involved in the winemaking process, used to be a DJ. So this is their version of the B-side of vinyl. That's the story. So the series is inspired by white label vinyl records, test pressings produced in very small quantities. These wines represent a canvas for bold experimentation, pushing boundaries, and redefining expectations to create unique tasting experiences. Very, very cool. And yeah, I don't often like Malbecs. Medium-bodied Malbec, that's for me. I can smell the beets roasting. That usually means they're close to being done. I'm gonna take these out. Oh, also, when the pouch, oh no, it is getting too hot in here. When the pouch is puffed up like that, like a little pillow, probably time to check them. Let's come not over to the other camera because it's currently off. Sam, we need some help with heat exhaustion, please. It's getting too warm in here and the cameras are dying.
Let's go first step, turn the fan on the cameras.
Yeah. I'm putting the liter of hot water into the rice. It's gonna fly away. We got movement, people. They should have done quarter bottles at 180 grams. Okay. Ouch. Now the pan's really hot. Oh no. Annie went. Shh, quiet. Camera webs. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the oven. As I would say at work, you nutters. And we will set a 25-minute timer. Maybe not even. It's probably gonna be done before that. You know what else is gonna go into the oven now? The pork. And then we'll check the beets and put them back if they need it. Whoa! We're flowing.
Should be good.
I think so. Thank you. It's an emergency! Look at this! Woo! Okay, we're bringing the beet pan over and checking them. Let's see if the camera will turn on. Oh, you returned it back on? Okay. Oh, we put bacon in there. We got pork inside of the pork even. The browns, they just fly off. Holy shit. We got pork in the pork. Pork on pork crime. Is it a crime though? I don't know. Okay, I usually just use my thermometer because it's got a nice pointy end to see how cooked the beets are. I like how puffed up this pocket got though. Careful when you open because the steam's gonna come out. No steam burns, please, because that's a youchie. Yeah, see, it's already trying to burn me. They're about halfway-ish. Definitely can go longer, though. Good we checked. They're gonna go back in the oven. Maybe more than halfway. For sure they'll be done in 25 minutes. It's pork on pork love. You know it, Nike. Goodbye. Now that's a good feeling. Everything's in the oven. I just made a big old mess in the sink. That's all. Ruh-roh. Oh, Bob, it's true. If we did the prosciutto, it would have been triple pork. Do you name your burns? That's funny you ask. I was just like looking at my forearm today. I was like, where does this all come from? But usually the oven rack, like the ovens, if you've ever seen or used a commercial oven, they're so deep. They're like easily more than an arm's length deep. Like my arm, it's deeper than that. So like if something gets pushed to the back of the oven, you're like trying to go in between and you're like, and if you touch it, it's like, cha! Kate in the evening. Hello. Hello there, Greek. How are you doing? We have everything in the oven now, and we get to hang out. Look at where we left the list off. Pound the pork. After that, it was just like we're flying. Season. We got the beets. Rice pilaf. Literally done, done, done. The only thing I said maybe was the cream to deglaze the pork, but we didn't cook it the way I thought, so that's not going to happen. I'm going to take a moment while we're waiting now. I'm going to first put away the clean dishes that I washed before stream so I can get ready to wash more dishes after stream. Does anybody ever feel like being an adult, you just do dishes and laundry and you sleep and you go to work? That's kind of it on the usual days. Fit in the fun elsewhere. Oh, and Bonk, if you're wondering what I'm drinking, Samo snuck over next door because we needed a dry white for the pork to deglaze the pan for the filling, and we only had Riesling, so we got a Pinot Blanc, which apparently Pinot Blanc grapes are only grown in this area in Canada. So it's very special, actually, to where we live. The rest of Pinot Blanc, like for the States, they're grown in California, we learned. And then some other countries too. Maybe just France, honestly. No, Austria, Hungary, and Burgundy. This is distracting. We actually have some cool air. Let's do that instead. The car you're in right now sounds like an AK-47 on launch control. Sounds like an M16 on D-cell, and on rolling anti-lag sounds like a 50 car handgun. What are you in right now? There's cops sitting in the parking lot across. I was gonna say, don't get a ticket. Yeah, right, Bonk. To be fair, we actually had fun all weekend. Where you just like to joke about those things. Had to go grocery shop and put it all away. Clean dishes from the dishwasher, dirty dishes, and then pour yourself a glass of wine and heat a meal. Exactly. Pinot Grigio? No, it was Pinot Blanc. Pinot Blanc, I guess, is supposed to be special. Get the staple gun? For what? Brrr. What are we stapling now? This Saturday, we get our last pop-up, and we're actually working nights. So we work from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m., but there's a live band. And we're doing like barbecue foods, easy like salads, potato salad and stuff. I'm pumped. I love cooking outside with like live music. And this is supposed to be one of the better bands from around the area. We will definitely take some photos for you guys. Pinot Gris, Pinot Grigio, it's all very good cooking wine. That is what I would often choose, Annie, I think, was Pinot Gris, right? To cook with, like, all the time. And it's really inexpensive, too. Your drift car? Sweet. I was gonna say, is it like a Supra or what is... I forget, like, the designation of the Supras, those type of cars. When you said anti-leg, that's all I imagined. That's probably like the wine you started with at the winery on Sunday. They called it a Grenache Rosé, but there was no rosé to be found. Or actually rose. Grenache rose. That is interesting. A Gen 1. That's unreal, dude. Like, seriously, so cool. Put my little pot away. Rose with the E accent, so rosé. Rosé. Rosé all day. We got some smells happening in this place, people. Too lazy to look up the character. I feel ya. I made us a little stovetop coffee this morning before we went to the beach. We got 16 minutes on the timer, guys. That's not very long at all, honestly. Just use the trademark symbol, and then you're good. Hello, I'm streaming, yes. A hummingbird just came up to the window with their, like, feathers spread out from their tail. It's like, hi, yes, I'm here. It's like, please don't come through the screen with your little pointy beak. The engine's out of an Aristo. One of my friends in high school, her brother had a car like that, and it was pretty crazy, yeah. Turbo 2JZ. This is true, Annie, yeah. Just hold down the letter, and then you get the symbols that pop up. Sneaky. I am very excited to try this pork today. I haven't had pork like this in a long time. I really like stuffed pork. Like, even pork tenderloin, I haven't had that. Good amount of time. Yeah, that's all he gets. You would build a different car, Greek, but you don't need a different car. I still gotta build my rally car. It's okay. Maybe that's why we all have to move to Thailand. We could do that stuff there. I think after stream and dinner tonight, guys. We're gonna watch this movie that Chef told us to watch, Witch Hunters. Has anybody watched that? Is the compound moving to Thailand? It might. It sounds promising. Our money would go farther, let's just say that. It just takes so long to get there, though. The car culture, even boat culture, like the race boats in Thailand. That's still on my bucket list to go on one of those. Okay, we didn't actually make that much dishes today. I just stacked them bad. That was like the story from where we did the wine tasting today at Joie. How they started it, she had 5 investors with 9 credit cards. And now look at it, right? I was like, what the heck? Just goes to show, if everyone has similar values, you can bring something to life. Submarine races? Yeah, the longtail boats. That was a weird bird sound. I had never heard it before. You had to memorize that, Annie? I don't think I could do that. Yeah. I wouldn't drive there. I would just take transportation everywhere. Just take the tuk-tuk. You're good to go. You didn't have to, but you chose to. That is fair. Yeah, that is what he did for fun. Oh no. Pell, I remember one time. Scoots, I don't know. We're still here. Luckily, there's only 10 minutes left on the timer, though. Are we gonna do a stream, an IRL in Vancouver?
If you would like.
Guys, where should we stream when we're there? We'll do like a couple hour probably walking around. What do we want to see in Vancouver? What do you guys need to see? This one time in computer, can you? And you got gluten-free bagels. That's breakfast. You got cream cheese? How about Vancouver? How about it? What should we do there? We're going to do an IRL stream. What do you guys want to see? All of it? Well, we can't see all of it. It's too big. There's a nice rock and mineral store. Fishing? I'm like trying to think if I've ever seen people fishing there. Not really. I was thinking we'd go out for ramen. 100%. Let's see my map. I mean, I just think it's almost better to do it this way. Go on my Google Maps and see all the starred places that we used to go to. Yummy dumpling. That is what I was thinking, is like dim sum the morning that we leave. We're scrolling in. We're scrolling in more. Oh God, there's so many yellow dots though. Look at them now. Rubble, Rock, and Gem. Sexsmith Road. A little sus. Southwest Marine Drive. I've been there. Yolks. That'd be good for breakfast. Dim sum at Victoria. Do I have anything? I do have stuff saved in Richmond. Not dim sum though. I think the most, like, I'm excited to just see if things have changed since we left. It's been like 8 years. We'll go to the seawall, maybe. Yeah. Hopefully the weather's good, guys. We'll do some walking around. Oh, Italian deli. The other one was maybe we'll message our friend Gus at Published on Main. He owns and operates the Michelin star restaurant there. I've really been wanting to eat there, but I think Blondie will be mad if we don't tell him that we're going.
Apparently there's a large fire across from
What?
work. So
Currently, there's a massive fire across from our work in Osoyu, Sam just said. That ain't good. Oh. The highway's currently closed. Okay. 'Tis the season at this time of year because it's so dang dry. We're on like water conservation, but yeah, we'll keep you guys updated on that. It's happened a few years before where they've like had to evacuate work and stuff because it was coming over the mountain, but we're late season where we used to live before in Alberta was always like early June, right? These fires always pop up around August. Light Up Chinatown returns to Vancouver's historic Chinatown neighborhood. Well, we're gonna be there on Monday.
yeah.
So unfortunately it won't be weekend time. We'll be there on a Monday. So we'll be leaving Sunday night after work, going there for Monday, and then coming back home for Tuesday so we can go back to work on Wednesday. Oh, really, Bonk? Ugh. It's only 33% contained. 120,000 acres? Jabus. It's scary, right? Fires are scary. Floods are scary. How's the pork looking, though? The pork will definitely need a broil, I would say, to finish and brown it, but it's looking good. How's that smelling, Samo? We're almost there. Chinatown is actually really cool, though, Amp. It's hard to choose where to go. That's why I was asking you guys. That's the thing, Pell, is I honestly think that water is scarier than fire. You can't really fight water with anything, right? At least you can fight fire with water, but you can't stop water, really. You have trouble broiling meats? What happens? Do they get burnt? Yeah, I do remember seeing that one house in the States, I forget what state it was, that completely blockaded their house and everything else around it was flooded. Legendary. You saw evidence of the Canadian fires 40 miles southwest of Chicago last week. That's how far the smoke travels. But yeah, that is just temporary, right? The sandbags and stuff. Okay, so when this timer goes off, we will temp the pork, see what it's registering internal temp. I would be going for like a 145 Fahrenheit temperature on that. And that way it'll rest out and kind of be medium when we go to slice that. I think it'll be delicious. Especially because there's a filling inside of the pork. I don't want to go less than medium heat on that to make sure everything got heated through properly. You don't know how to broil without catching the meat on fire. It sounds like your broiler is like really aggressive. Because I've broiled some like pretty fatty meats and stuff over the years and like it's never caught fire. Maybe lower your oven rack by 1. Just go one touch away from the element and that could help. It's very hard to poke it, so don't worry about temp. The flattening did its job. Well, this should poke through. Like, this is a really sharp thermometer. I'm getting ready for it, though. My body's like, it's our day off. Can we sit down yet? Do the hokey pokey. You tempted at 7 spots and they were all at least 165. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I guess. Like, what are you gonna hit? The filling or the meat? Ah! We don't know. It makes sense. I like being told those things. So the rice should also be done. Guess I shouldn't put these plates out just yet. We'll check on the rice. That doesn't even feel like 25 minutes just went by. It's perfect. If you're worried, you can always give it a taste. But usually I keep it covered until we eat it. To make sure the rice is cooked. Take it out. Keep it covered and it will fluff up now. Fluffy rice. Next one. El Porco Mado. Look at how white it is. It's so sad looking. I'm just gonna go right in the thickest part. That's only registering like 100. But like Bavarino said, is it actually in the meat? Samo's coming for his pork snack. Maybe do what? I'm on a roll. Tempt the snack. Oh, that's for sure, Denny. I mean, I could also come over here on the end. This little, like, nugget. Like, that's easily done. Yeah, that's 170. Do you feel like after 25 minutes it's good and now just broil it? Because, like, the juices are clear coming out.
You rolled it once, twice?
Yeah. The one that I read was like 103. See?
It'll be a bit
I gotta prep the beets anyways, so that's fine. Let's do 6 more minutes and then we'll finish broiling it. No, it's not enough. And that's the thing. You don't want to slice it if it's under still. That's a whole nother mess. We're not going to get into today. But beets, though. Beats me. Oh, no. Now they're coming out, Annie. Hello, Uncommon Wolf. How are you doing today? You hear the sizzles? Whoo! Spicy foil. Be careful. I would say these are for sure done now. That was like almost an hour. The way they sound sizzling. You went to the beach today? So did I. High five, friend. Although I did not spend nearly as much time in the water as usual. It was very breezy. It wasn't very warm out this morning, so I only did like maybe 20 minutes, maybe only 15 minutes in the water before I was like, no, I'm done. Tomorrow's another day, right? You can always go to the beach again. Ouch, don't touch the pan, it's really hot. Yes, so that is called carryover cooking, Annie. The internal temperature will rise about 5 degrees during the rest, even up to 10. You went to work today in a basement? Was that good or bad, Scoots? Excuse me. The water was nice but rough, so you wasn't in as long as you would have wanted to. That's so funny. We had the same beach day. Yeah, it was like windy, so the water kept blowing me out to the deep parts, which I don't really love. And then because it was windy, anytime I just wanted to float in the water, it was like chilly because the wind is blowing on you. I was like, this isn't ideal. Oh yeah, if you can peel them like that, they're done. Look at how shiny that is. If you can peel it like that, they doney. So let's open this up. Let them cool off so we don't burn our hands anymore. Some people will use a cloth even to peel them, but I think I'll just put on a pair of gloves. You're a cellar dweller? I mean, in the summer, 100%. You don't go in any water unless it's a pool, Nike. You play it safe. You've never seen shiny beets like that before? Okay, while those are cooling a moment, just gonna put them back here. We're just gonna do a little chopping of herbs while everything finishes up. Fresh herbies. I think I'm just gonna do basil and parsley. Keep it simple. Beets are dirt. Here it comes. Bonk's a beet hater. 1 parsley from the Arrow Garden. 2 parsley from the Arrow Garden. He'll beat them up. Right in the trash. Going to get some basil leaves. Because the basil lives outside now. It's all grown up. Oh, where did Sam put it? Maybe it lives in the front now. I don't know where it is. Basil lives in the front now. It walks itself around, I guess. Beets and basil are a very good combo, though. Add a little feta to that. Whoa. Yeah, the basil used to live in the front flat, but it moved away. There's our basil. We'll make a little basil blunt. And then chop it up. Cut the stem off. Then we'll slice. Holy smokes, we're almost done the cooking. I guess it was a fancy meal of sorts today, hey? I would say though, like if you got this at a restaurant, everything that we made today, the plate would probably be close to $50. Maybe even more. No more beating around the bush with that one. Mom. It's actually called chiffonade when you do basil like that. Close though, oui. Julienne, think more like shoestring fries size. You hear the birdie outside? We'll just mix these together, and then the beets we'll peel and dice, and then just put in a bowl, and then we'll toss them with these herbs. Usually I toss them with herbs, a little bit of oil, and then some more seasonings, just to get them coated. And if you want, a little balsamic vinegar is always good too. Makes like a little dressing of sorts. And then the beets soak that all up when they're warm. And then they don't taste bland. Are beets like one of the highest antioxidant vegetable? Probably, I would say. Okay, so that was the 5 minutes or 6 minutes on the pork. I'm gonna cancel this now. Where's this rack? It's like second from the top, which is fine. I will set our broiler on and I'll watch it. Now it's gonna get really hot in here, as if it wasn't already. It might be a front and back door open time. Luckily it's cooled off pretty nice tonight. Boop. Okay, I'll get my gloves on. I'm hot. I'm not really bothered, but I am hot. It's okay. I didn't think that we'd even be able to stream at 2 p.m. because we were doing so much stuff this morning and afternoon, so it all timed out. The only thing is I didn't want to be streaming tomorrow before I go to work until 7 p.m. Because then it's like, oh, well now I just gotta go to work, right? So this is all good. We typically, like, on our work days, we'll eat around 7 p.m. anyways. Nothing that we're not used to. We're on that Euro time. The beets got a little crispy on the foil side. Okay, so the peeled ones, why don't we just put on the outside of the foil? I'm like judging by my nose with how the pork is broiling. It's like, yeah, it smells like it's browning. And like listening to the sizzle sounds. Samo's gonna go nuts for those beets. Imagine putting the beets on someone's shirt. Oh no! We lost the face cam now. The cameras are shutting down. It's time for stream to wrap up. We reached 500 bad puns, and that's why the camera died. Oh no. And that's why the camera died. I'm gonna give it a sec It's probably just the broiler is super heated right now, and then I'll turn it back on for us to finish. At least you can see the beet peeling. Yeah, there's only one person to blame. He's here with us right now. Shall we do the honors? I keep checking into the broiler. It looks like it's almost there. Oh no! This one broke. That part broke off. It was so cooked. Can you please check the pork? I got beet hands, so I can't turn off the oven either. Well, I mean I could, but it would be a bit messy. The camera was beaten by puns. Whoa. Did you hear those sizzle sounds? Did you take it out or you just turn it off? It's still not browned enough? Okay. That's good. Cooking in a heat wave. This doesn't seem very Canadian, eh? Sorry, it's too hot up here in Canada. My cameras keep dying. You were gonna blame Torino. Holy shit. Did you see the smoke flow? Oh my god. Good thing the smoke detector doesn't exist. Can you please open the door?
Yes.
Just one SOS in chat, please. I think one will do. We don't need this cloth anymore.
Yes, ma'am.
Smoking. There was still some peel on here. Can I get one small stainless bowl for mixing beets? No, we didn't do a command, but I did make a emote. I almost forgot what that word was. I said emoji. Hello, brain. I'm just gonna wedge these, Sam. Does that sound good? Wedge the beet. Look at those. So now the pork's resting while we finish this. Oh yeah, that feels amazing. So I'm just open the back door too for extra airflow. That is the ticket. Oh yeah. That's a great breeze tonight. You have a red siren? I like that one. Boo woo woo.
Oh yeah.
Tasty bits?
Fuck yeah. So good.
We wedge the beet. We wedge the beet. We wedge the beet. Yeah. We wedge the beet. It took me a sec to remember the tune, but I got it. Red alert! Why? Because of the beets? Oh no! This one that went on the board? 100%. How did it do that? Jumpin' beet. I actually got the reference. I know. It's a miracle of sorts. We're almost there, guys. What a delicious and nutritious dinner we made today. Bob said he had 6 meals out of his.
For 2 people?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. A delicious massacre. Yeah, that's what it looks like now. Hey, pal? Like, what happened? Wash off the knife. Wash the board. That's why we didn't cut them on the wooden board, because look. 2 seconds. And that ish is stained. Yeah, everyone sit down. We're still in the same reality, right? Okay, covered them in herbs. I guess I can use olive oil again because we're going to Costco next week. Yes. You want a small amount of balsamic or you want pomegranate syrup?
Pomegranate.
Sam went pomegranate syrup. Sour and sweet. Oh, nice, Melissa. You're at your mumsies? We're still here. This is how much is not in my olive oil container anymore. We're still here. The pork is resting, and we're just finishing up. Yum. Woo! It's sour. Whoa. I just use some parsley and basil for the herbs. And then we use thyme in the pork and the rice. Now we'll toss that all up. Other than basil and parsley, dill is really nice with beets. A little bit of tarragon even. And some people will do mint. You got options. I wouldn't really do cilantro with beets. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's way better. Now they're glistening. Herbal dirt veggie. Shut your face. If you don't have anything nice to say.
I would highly recommend one with a dirt chair in it.
We don't even have a board big enough right now.
I would put...
Oh, my Lanta. We gotta put this under.
Yeah.
Which one do you want? The clear one or the white one?
Doesn't matter at that point.
Everything's falling apart. So Sam said, definitely need the drip tray. Oh my gosh. Did you see that fly? The other day I was just standing there talking to Sam in the hallway and I saw a fly and I just clapped him like that and he went straight on the ground. Clap, mother trucker. Okay, this is coming off. The bug clapper, that's me. Someone asked the other day at work, they're like, can we do a competition to see who kills the most amount of bugs and then you get a drink after work? I was like, you don't want to start that. I'll always win. They're like, oh, okay. They didn't start it. No, we're not watching anymore. The show is over, people. Okay, we just have to wash the boning knife up to carve. Is the meat man gonna carve for us? Yeah, because then I can plate the rest of the dish. Camera's on strike. Sam shut the doors and now it's too hot again. I know. Now the house is full of flies, but we have no camera. It's okay. We'll take care of the flies later. I gotta practice. Philanthropist? Is that because of the cilantro? What if they're a philanthropist? Oh no. There's the meat for Samo. I got the camera off and I'm gonna turn it back on in a sec. We got the air flowing again. I hope it's tasty bits. He's giving me angry looks, but in a good way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who even cooks around here? I don't know. I was like, what's chewy? You gave me a piece of string.
Oh.
I was like, why does I feel like string? That's some stringy pork, guys. No, no. It's just the twine. Bob. Sam! Take the string off. Oh my lord! Look at the cheese strings! What the heck? Nobody warned us about that. Uh-oh. Now the choppers are here. I like rice pilaf. Guys, is he just eating it all as he slices it? That's all I hear is the little munch sounds behind me. Finger licking good. That's how the pilaf turned out. Bonk is buzzed. If you want, you can just... Okay, I was going to say just use the tongs. 2 for you. 1 for me. You wanted that? That was the less one, or that was the less one? I think for all this. I wouldn't want it for the photo, though. You can have this one. We can slice more.
Yeah.
That really turned out. That was worth every effort, Bob. Thank you, Fracta. We're a real channel, yeah. We talk to chat. We're here the whole time. Hi, Joshua. Who's gonna go see the new Toxic Avenger movie? I haven't watched a movie in theaters in 5 billion years, so probably not me, but I'll be down to watch it at home. Okay. Quick photo for the gram. Thank you once again, Bobberino, for bringing this into our life.
The new Naked Gun movie? What?
Mine looks better?
A new one?
The last time you roasted beets, you're on Comedy Channel. Excuse me. I don't know why I already have a belch of approval. Probably the wine.
Incredible.
Please enjoy.
Really good job.
Thanks, everyone. Let's eat this. First, I'm going to taste this. Literally good as always. Like, it's so good. The veggies are like melt in your mouth at this point. And the rice is like perfectly cooked and fluffy. This filling, guys. Local oyster mushrooms, onion, garlic, mushrooms, spinach, gruyere cheese. Stuffed inside of a pork tenderloin. Let's also not forget the bacon.
Yep.
The bacon strips. I'm going in. Thanks for the follow, Joshua. With those mushies.
Yep.
That's what I said, Bunk. I was like, Bob, it's behind a paywall. You gotta screenshot it. So I have a PDF. Do you want me to send it to you?
Yep.
It doesn't even taste like pork anymore at this point. It's so mild. I need this cheesy bite right here. This cheeser. Okay, let's try it with the beet. Scoots, I send it over. Those are like some of the freshest beets I've ever tasted. Wow. The basil is perfect on there. It really goes well with the pork too, actually. Yeah, we don't use paywalls here. It's actually one of the more annoying things to me that's happened in recent years online for food blogs or resources is the paywalls. It's like, come on. You guys had that stuff for free for years. Why are you making us pay now? Like, there's always a way around it. Hello, Evil Marksman. Thanks for joining us. We're just wrapping up. Bob comes through. No problem. When you can cut the pork with a butter knife, that's when you know.
Yep. Agree with you on that one, Bob.
Like, those flavors all together, it honestly tastes expensive. Okay? Like, that tastes like we spent like $40 on that piece of meat from the butcher shop and like took it home to roast it. Feta for me, yeah, that's fair. Oh man, that is super nummy. And then with the pilaf too. You could also serve it with mashed potatoes, but as you guys can tell, it's really hot here today. So I didn't think mashed potatoes would be wise.
That too.
Oh no, she's here still?
No.
I think that might be what it is. The gruyere is like gives it that funky flavor with the mushrooms, but then we also did use some wine to deglaze the pan, so that gives it that little extra something or other. Yeah, just simple sides. That's it. She woke up for the plating. You've been trying to sleep since 9, but it's not happening. Meeshers. Do you have any magnesium?
You need to have a quiches.
Yeah, if only we could give you a quiches. I love that, Bonk. You save the PDF to the recipe folder on your computer, you'll make it soon. The fact you have a recipe folder on your computer? I don't even have that. Sam looks at me. You don't have one either. Bob has 2 folders. What the shit? Where's your food, Nikos? We actually use our P's and Q's here, unfortunately, for you. But it is here, if you ask nicely. Okay, guys. I'm hot. I can't eat a ton when I'm hot like this after, like, cooking for the last almost 4 hours. But I am going to start to go find someone to raid. No, you guys are more foodies than I am. Oh, no. The camera's... Oh, no. Oh, no. The camera's about to shut off. It says internal temperature too high. I need to cool.
Hey.
Goodbye, everyone. It's like, oh, we're finding a raider?
I'm done now.
This camera is done for the day. I don't usually stream this late either, though. Who's even on? Hot dog live. Best street food. Hamburger truck live in real time. Street bites. Excuse me, that's where we're gonna go. Street bites. It's gonna come back on 1 sec. I'm gonna turn it on. Oh my god. At first the viewfinder was upside down. I was like, is the picture gonna be upside down now? Street bites. Guys, thanks for the fun and crazy stream today. And Bob, thanks for bringing this into our life. I mean, you knew that we would love it. I mean, I thought we were gonna love it, and we do. So thank you. I don't even know if we had half of it. There's so much food here now. Thank you, White Dove, for still being here for the donation today. I get to go check out Green Stocks now. Thanks, Halfway Alive, for being here too. And Nikos. Okay, setting this up. Street Bites. It says a live hamburger truck. You guys know I love burgers. And that sounds fun. It's set up. We will be back next week. Not sure what day, either Monday or Tuesday. I will let you guys know in Discord when we decide. Well, actually, no, it will be Monday. We will see you next Monday. I'm not sure the time yet, but it will be an IRL stream from Vancouver. A very beautiful place in Canada that we used to live. Just another manic Monday. Oh no. Yeah, no, that's definitely accurate how today went. And yeah, thanks for all the resubs today, guys. Lots of long-term ones. If you're new here, thanks for the follows. And thanks for BB Bubs for the raid today. Other than that, we're going to go hang out for the rest of our night. Yeah, wish it was fun day. We did have fun today. take care out there. You know where to find us if you need anything. Discord's the best place. Please do go join there. Let's go see Street Bites. We've never been there before. I'm gonna hit this button. Love y'all. Be safe out there, and see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
And Misha's 10 gifted subs. Go to bed now, Mish. Bye. Love you.